What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for yet another live fight companion. Joining you guys for the prelims of UFC Fight Night Burns versus Morales. This is what I said coming into this card. I said we got to get through the first 4 fights. So far, 2 finishes in the first 3, not bad. I don't see a finish in this next one, although I'm never going to complain when Santos is fighting. I did say this was a good matchup for... I didn't realize the extent of Lisboa's injury, so this might actually be a better matchup than I thought, because I always thought that Luana Santos was a little small for 125, and now she's moving up to 135. And it's not like she's faced a lot of good competition in her young UFC career thus far. I know she came in, beat, what was a 3-fight win streak where she beat, Agapova, Ager, and Miller. Like, come on. So I understand why she's the favorite. I did pick her to win as well. I think overall she's a little bit more skilled, but yeah, she is much smaller. I think she's got a pretty good ground game. Her judo's good. Her striking's pretty good. Lisboa, her striking's good as well, and it looks like she's got the range here. So it's just going to be interesting to see if Luana Santos can utilize her kicks at range, maybe get the better of her on the ground. I'm going to go with the well-rounded fighter, even though she's small. All right, hold on. Let me see this MMA meme. Good to see everybody in the live chat, by the way. Thank you, everyone who joined us for Octagon. That's why we were late to the prelims. We were watching Octagon, and then I just mucked a quick snack and made a coffee, so we're locked and loaded for the rest of this card. Corporate needs to find the difference. That is good. I am saving that one. Thank you. That's good. That is good. Wow, 19 is a pretty solid arena. Pretty insane for promotion. It's only 19th event. You guys talking about WoW? What's up, Sean? All right, round 1, ladies and gentlemen. 449. 442. Each of them go for a low kick. Ooh, love ravioli. Yeah, I just had a little snack. I just had a bagel. I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner later, though. We'll see. Because this ends early, so I can actually have, like, a real meal at somewhat of a reasonable hour. Nice left jab by Santos. Body kick by Santos. Almost caught, then step back right hand. Lisboa is pressuring her. You know, watch the Allen KO on Fisher, by the way. Legit KO of the year candidate for boxing. Allen KO. Okay, I wrote it down here. 403. Oh, nice left hook by Santos. Again, Santos, is her power and skill going to translate against better competition? Well, it didn't in her last fight, as we saw. But, like, the skill's there. Oh, nice counter left and right by Lisboa. And Santos, there's that judo. Gets the body, trip takedown right into side control. Yeah, we're going to be doing Pancrase Blood well into the early morning. Fisher got flatlined. Herb Dean, what's up, Chris? 329. Still in side control. Is Santos. If we were allowed real MMA rules, Santos, right knee to Lisboa's head. I'm on Lisboa's here. She's in the parlay. I got Santos too. I thought Morales was looking different. I'm getting confused with another fighter on the card tonight. Santos. Still in side control. Now trapping that left arm of Santos. Or sorry, of Lisboa. Santos maybe looking to try to set up the arm triangle choke here. Never mind. She didn't go to mountain now. North-south. Well, everyone's satisfied now, right? Never cut Santos the UFC. I don't care if she loses 4 in a row. 237. Buzzer beater flatline. Damn. Allen was robbed, so they rebooked it, and he properly fraud hacked him, knocked him down. Then with 10 seconds left in the round, he slept him as the towel was in the air. Oh my God, that's amazing. And is the new blue color for UFC almost purple? Well, it is kind of purple now. They give an option. Half guard for Santos. Shane was really good. Only two or three fights went to decision. The rest were all knockouts. Santos, half guard still. 156 remaining in this first round. She's got that body. That she does. Freaking, rib tattoo as well. It adds to the whole character. 138. I don't know why I went with character there. The whole package, I should say. Santos does need to do more damage here, though. All right, she's controlling that right arm of Lisboa. Nice left hand. She really is. That is their purple, which is weak. Their orange and purple needs to be more true color orange and purple. I agree. Yeah, I can't even remember the orange one, to be honest. 103. Lisboa trying to get back up to her feet. Santos grabbing her torso again. Yeah. Out of the first 4 fights, this is the one that I was very bullish on saying we probably won't see a finish. But hey, if we go 2 for 4 in the first 4 fights on this card, that's a good thing. Oh, and looking to employ a little judo throw of her own there was Lisboa, but unable to do so. And Lisboa trying to catch a leg, but Santos rolling. Not quite in a dominant position here yet as Lisboa's trying to grab that left leg. Right. Who else wears it? Me too. I just wish they were allowed at least one sponsor. MMA Guru talked about it on Mighty Mouse's podcast, actually. But they should just allow at least one. And get it approved by the UFC, but at least one, man. Because that way, some of these prelim fighters get just a little bit more money here. Couple knees as they go back up to their feet in the clinch, and that is it for the first round. All right. End of the first round. Santos gets the win. No, it doesn't get the win, but gets the round. Landed some okay strikes on the feet. Got the takedown. Didn't do much damage, but it's not like Lisboa did anything as well. Yo, what's up, Striking Ace? Queenie Lopez was at Cage Wars. Left and got a flatline KO in some random promotion. Interesting. What promotion? Indeed. Or have official partners that they facilitate sponsorships for. That too. I mean, hey, let's just say, I don't want to be mean here, but I mean, Jahromi's dad is in the chat, so I don't want to piss off her dad here, but I would have said, even if she resembled more of a Jahromi, again, love you, Jahromi, I would still say she won that first round. All right. Round 2. Let's get it all. Oh, step back right by Santos. Lisboa walking forward. Lisboa looking for the right uppercut. Yo, what's up? What's up, dude? How you doing? Looking for the front kick was Lisboa, but moving to her left was Santos. Looking to recenter. Oh, nice right hand by Santos. 30 seconds in. There's that front kick by Lisboa. Overhand right by Santos. But Lisboa still walking forward, causing Santos to move, side to side. Santos with the front kick again, and catching the low kick of Lisboa with Santos, and she's right back into the top position. Inside control. Or half guard. 401. Santos now putting that right arm around the neck. Half guard. Holding on to the neck here. Doesn't quite have a submission. But she is controlling the neck here in half guard. Needs to get that left knee kind of around that left side. 336. Yo, what's up, Denial? Santos. Oh, yeah. That's what Chris Gray said earlier as well. 320. Oh, crucifix now. I mean, good job at least almost getting that crucifix. Actually, that left arm of Lisboa is still free. I somehow missed that story, but Chris Gray filled me in the last stream. 256. The good-looking ones are always the crazy ones, dude. Except for Amberly. I mean, Amberly's a little crazy because she hangs out with us. 243. So I take that back. Amberly, you're crazy. but that's why we love you. 234. Again, just controlling that neck still. Not quite in a crucifix because one of the arms is still out, but Santos working to try to get that right knee over the left arm of Lisboa and then just start raining down elbows. 211. Because yeah, she's not going to get the sub here. Because yeah, her left arm is around the neck and the right arm of Lisboa is up. Oh, well, maybe she goes after the right arm though, Lisboa. Oh, thanks, Jean Giroba's dad. I'm checking it out now. All right, back into just side control here. Wish she could throw that right knee, man. Oh! Oh! Oh, great job by Santos getting the back. Kind of on the side right now, but she does have that left hook in. I mean, there's options here. Mount. Continuing to take the back. She could have gone for the neck. 1 minute and 18 seconds. Oh, dude, this is brutal. Oh! Oh! As the towel's in the air. Like you said, dude, that... Holy shit. You just see it go across the screen as Timber. Oh! Full mount. Full mount. Side mount now. 58 seconds. Full mount right now. I was late to the backpack song. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a while ago, though, dude. That was a while ago, and he's taken damage since. Good to see you back, by the way, Robert. 38 seconds on the clock. I'm not saying Burns can't win this fight. I'm saying Gilbert Burns is not the same Gilbert Burns we saw against Chimaev. Now, potentially looking for that arm triangle setup here, but I don't think there's enough time. $21 seconds. Go Burns. I just turned on the TV and got a coffee. Hell yeah, Shane. Oh, Kimura! 8 seconds. Oh! Oh, it's over! It's over! 3 seconds! 3 seconds! Straight up, Bisbing. What do you know, brother? What do you know? I doubt she's going to get that. And then fucking Felder. Oh, no, it's tight. And she's cranking on it with 3 seconds left. 3 out of the 4 fights to open this card. Finishes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Herb Dean moment. Bisbing, yeah. She's not going to get it. Gets it. I hope someone makes a clip of that. Got a Pepsi. Nice. She tapped. Submission. What's up, Simon? Yo, it's Anthony on TV. Best part about this fight is that it's the last women's MMA fight on the card. Well, hey, we've had 2 finishes from the women thus far. Just saying. So I don't know. Like, see, this is what I don't understand. Rip on UFC. I mean, I rip on the UFC women's MMA as well because women's regional MMA and atom weight in Asia is just so much better. But having said that, bro, the women got 2 out of the 3 women fights had finishes, which is best case Ontario if you have 3 out of the first 4 fights of the UFC with these matchups. Is this Invicta? This being so cringe. Who is this dumbass in the production truck that cut away from her dance? ESPN, bro. They're doing us dirty. That was dope. Just shy of a buzzer beater. That dance. Damn. Yeah, what's up, GJ? Bro, UFC Apex is cool for knockout or knockdowns. Apex sucks. It needs to go away. Colin, the Denise Gomez, the women's MMA fight is debatable. Well, you know what? I would say no, because she it felt like she lost her finishing ability and was definitely fighting like a women's UFC MMA fighter for a while. I mean, a little late. I feel like everybody is taking in the UFC now, and even abroad, is taking notes from Chris Taoni and Herb Dean when they probably shouldn't be. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. All right. Well, hey, put it this way. It's not hard to make predictions on this card because mostly the favorites are going to do well. There's a few underdogs. I swung on probably the biggest one. But hey, felt late to me, yeah. Oh, geez. War cry there, kind of. What do you know about mac and cheese with fried jalapeno turkey sausage in it? Currently guiding the little one through making it for me. I haven't had sausage, but that sounds fucking amazing. I'm late. Who won the last fight? Santos via submission. 3 seconds left in the second round. She got the Kimura. Particularly for an early prelim. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to work out around 3, but I'll be back after. The most... I think the biggest one on the card. Well, actually, is Burns bigger? I didn't pick Burns, so, I mean, you can probably guess. Robert, what's up, JVD? First ever... Oh, it's an Americana. My bad. First ever Americana in women's MMA. In the UFC? I don't think it's the first ever Americana in women's MMA, but UFC probably. Fuck, not what I wanted. UFC, I got you. It's an Americana. It's like I get the Americanas and Kimuras mixed up, just like I get the fucking ninja choke and arm triangle. Or sorry, and Darce mixed up. I'll tell you and put $5 on Matthew. Let's win. Yeah, dude, I have a degenerate parlay of Burns, Craig, and Matheus. No, I did not pick Burns. Burns fight does not go the distance. It's the biggest money maker of the night. Don't miss out on that one and make some money, people. Americana is a common jiu-jitsu white belt move. That was a fucking backhand slap in my face. Thank you so much, Justin, for the $2. Oh, Master Jays. That was a fucking kick in the balls. Jones submitted Vitor with an Americana. Again, Justin, thank you so much for the $2. How are you doing? How's your Saturday going? Thank you so much, as always. Justin, always donating, always re-upping his membership. Appreciate it. What's up, Sean? Had 20 bones on Gomes round 2 knockout. Let's go. Another white belt's not even close. I'm listening like I know what she's saying. I don't know what the fuck she's saying. But anyways, good win. Good win. All right, this one I'm interested in because even going into Dana White Contender Series, a lot of people said that like he's good, like watch his tape, look at his record, etc. But like he sometimes leaves a little bit more to be desired. And we didn't really see that in his Dana White Contender Series fight. So I'm going to be interested to see if we see that at the highest level now. But let's be honest, the highest level is not Matheus. The highest level is not Matheus. I just checked Morales. He's 17-0, but I don't know, how do you rate his UFC fights and his opponent amateurs? Well, he's had one UFC fight. It was very close. Some people argue that he lost it, and like I would have been fine with either decision. He's got all the talent in the world and all the strength in the world for his weight class. He's just he doesn't throw enough volume. He tries to get that walk-off pretty finish every single time. So he's got to just start throwing more volume and he'll win. Hell yeah, me too. And triangle. I can stack a parlay like that and not cash out early. We got the degenerate parlay every week. Brazil is going to sign an executive order to call it the Luana Cana. Gossip with the real one. My day's been good. How about you, man? Streaming all day. Woke up, did UFC, did the UFC picks, crushed some Octagon. Now we're here for this UFC fight night. And then I think we'll have like an hour or two until Pancrase. So a lot of streaming today, which is good. And then tomorrow, what the fuck's on tomorrow? I don't think there's anything on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm talking to the lightweight champion LFA, El Machete, and then next Wednesday I'm talking to Matheus Flaminas, former Cage Warriors fighter, now KSW. Yeah, I mean, and Gilbert had like his last 3 losses were against really good opponents, and obviously like there's the asterisks in the Bilal fight that he's like was fighting with one arm, and I get all that. It's just since the Hamza Chimaev fight, like yeah, he beat Magny and Jorge, which I don't rate those that highly, especially because he out grappled both of them, which good. He didn't take a lot of damage in that one, but and he looked decent in the Jack Della fight. I should say, but I only think for, a third of that fight where he looked like the old Burns. He just seems a little bit slower, and he's not in the same athletic shape that he used to be. Not that he's unathletic. It's just, could he beat Morales if it goes the distance? Yes. If it ends, I don't think Morales is going to get subbed by him, and I think Morales is probably going to do more damage overall and maybe even finish him. But we'll see. We'll see. Burns, again, his jiu-jitsu is that good. You know what's crazy? Mike Musumeci got his black belt from Burns. How cool is that? Hey, what's up, Mr. Cash? No, I didn't. I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth on that. I definitely think there's a path to victory for DDP. The longer the fight goes, the more DDP has a chance to win. I didn't know Lisboa had 2 fights with Antonina Shevchenko in kickboxing and Muay Thai. I didn't know she had 2. I knew she had 1. I didn't know the extent of her injuries, though, coming into this one. Burns looked like shit against Brady despite it aging well. It's true. He got outclassed. It's a few years old, but I just saw it a few days ago. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Okay, thank you. Justin, I got 3 rear naked chokes in my amateur career. It was almost like a cheat code. Okay, I will. Burns probably loses, but Burns... No, exactly. Like, the thing. These picks aren't my bets, because I don't really bet like you guys. You guys are the experts, right? I just like watching the fights, and, you guys like the picks and predictions video. I don't even have a Tapology account. Mind you, I do better in UFC picks than any regional show or fucking Ryzen. And I do way more research for Ryzen. I'll tell you one thing. A 44-year-old with an under 500 record can beat a prospect in Ryzen. It doesn't make sense, but that's what's beautiful about it. But yeah, but as far as betting, like there's a few, like I dropped a couple bucks on Burns. I dropped a couple bucks on Paul Craig. Like you got it, right? All right, what do we got here? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, fighters are about to make their walkout. We're just in the cold open for it right now. Fuck, I don't know why it keeps doing this. The full screen is just whack on this one for some reason. Hold on. Yeah, it's weird. I go to full screen and it doesn't actually go full screen. What the hell, YouTube? All right, fuck it. We're going into theater mode then, boys. Oh, this is shit, though. God damn it, dude. All right, that's a little bit better, eh? So New York police and firefighter brawl at a charity hockey game. Oh. Oh, damn. Oh. Shit. Like that's like legit fight. I thought it was like staged at first almost, you know? Oh my God. This has to be like out on the East Coast, right? Barstool covering this, of course. This has to be like out east, eh? Boston area, I'm guessing, or New York. Oh, what a right hand. They got sick jerseys, though. It's almost like Whalers-esque, you know? Holy fuck, dude. I can't believe I never saw that. Rooting for the fire department. Connor the Controller Matheus versus Matt the Steamroller for Vola. Cops can't fight. Matheus Camilo actually fought the guy that was saying to Dana White. Yeah, and he went to TKZ's organization and won that fight. He's actually fought everywhere, which is cool. The Controller isn't the most exciting nickname, I'll admit. It was a cheat code for amateur MMA 12 years ago. As soon as I dropped someone, I'd jump on the back and crank for dear life. Yo, what's up, Gary? Got Deval. Like head and arm choker, anaconda chokes, neat. I got Connor Matheus next. I also think that Whitaker could have won against Chimaev, but the injury was so unfortunate. It just happened so fast. Can't win a parlay ever. God's cursed me, but I'm gonna show him what's up. He gonna regret it. Yo, what's up, Kings World? Good to see you. In that Sean Brady fight, he was looking washed, getting backed up by Pillow Fist Brady. Burns his wash. Let's go, Morales. Let's go. Camilo took his contract. Did you hear that Boss Jr. got knocked the fuck out? I don't even know who that is. That stemmed from a full-on brawl a few years before that fight. Hockey guy holding the stick. What am I doing here? I went to fucking Princeton. Yo, what's up, Spinning Bird Flip? Good to see you. Better than PFL. Say love. Bar fight at WoW? No way, in the audience? Yo, shout out to WoW. Shout out to those crazy Spanish fight fans out there, or just sports fans in general, man. Spanish sports fans, like from Spain, they're nuts. All right, both these fighters are in the cage. This is being contested at 145 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. And we have Connor Matheus out of the New England Cartel, but one of the few guys who doesn't even box to come out of the New England Cartel. He's 7-3 as a pro, 2-2 in his last 4 fights. He's the heavy favorite at plus 400. 5 submissions, never been submitted. 1 decision victory, 1 KO TKO. Has been knocked out twice, lost by decision once. He was on Contender Series twice, won 1, lost 1, and has not won in the UFC. I mean, he lost to Jose Delgado. Delgado's good, but Bazooka's not, and he got knocked out by Bazooka. Left hook and hammer fist. Contender Series, he beat a guy who was 10-0, but Yair Farias hasn't really done much since. And Francis Marshall beat him in his first Contender Series run. I don't know. He beat Jay Ellis in Cage Titans, man. Like, big fucking whip. Jay Ellis is 15-97. Jay Ellis is impressive for losing so many fights. So the Cuban problem, I think, will be a problem. I think some people are overrating him just a little bit. I do think he's well-rounded. I do think overall, though, he's way more dangerous on the feet. I think he attacks less on the ground, though he's sound on the ground, than he does on the feet. He's more dangerous on the feet. He's a big favorite in this one. He's undefeated. I have seen him slow down as fights have gone, deeper and deeper. But he's pretty well-rounded here, does a lot of damage. Ripped up Fury FC, has a win over Michael Aswell, which is a tremendous win, as well as Mercado and Alamov. All good wins in Fury, which Fury's been buzzing recently, ladies and gentlemen. So I am going to go with him as well. We're going with the Cuban, what is it, Problem? Is that his name? The Cuban Problem.
Let's
locking it in. All right, let's get to it. What's up, Bradley? Good to see you. 442. Some feints by both these guys. I mean, Matheus has got to be looking for his entry. If he prepared for this fight, there's no way that he thinks he's going to be able to outbox this guy, despite who he trains with. Low kick by Matheus. Thank you, Chris. Oh, body kick attempt by Duval. Crossing fingers. Oh, low kick by Delval. Oh, okay. Then I did see it. But I'm going to watch it again. No, not in the audience. Oh! 349. I thought literally people were like scrapping at the bar cage side. Because I've seen that before at LFA events. 336. Yeah, there are some good Pakistani fighters on the Brave circuit though, which is cool. Oh, nice, a right uppercut and then catching the leg and throwing Matheus to the ground. But Matheus, he's okay off his back, and he kind of wrapped his legs around Duval, and Duval trying to pin him up against the cage here, giving him no room to work. Let's see how Nursulton will fight. Central Asian, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, etc. are good wrestlers. I guess the culture thing. He's good at both. Like, he's got a lot of finishes and on the feet and on the ground. I'm sure someone got a good snapshot of him like hitting the ground as the towel's going over his head. 2:51 on the clock. Trying to control that neck of Duval is Matheus. I'm sure it happens when you get drunk fans. Out of the 5 LFA events I've gone to, there have been 3 fights in the audience. 3 events had fights in the audience. The last 2 didn't. Duval posturing up, landing some nice right hands as he's pushing Matheus back up against the cage. Oh, he landed some big shots there. Matheus didn't like that, and Duval jumps on his back. We got another backpack, ladies and gentlemen. We got another backpack here. Oh, Matheus getting beaten up. Ground and pound. Both hooks are in. Back mount. Back mount. He's beating him at his own game. He's beating him at his own game. Rear naked choke, and it's all over. What? He subbed him. He subbed him. 9 in a row. First round finish, ground and pound, and then choked him out. Damn, what a performance. What a performance. In his UFC debut, ladies and gentlemen. Outclassed. Damn. Good start of my predictions, which means I'm going to crash and burn. Wait, why didn't I write for the next one? Oh, I do have... Oh, I'm gonna lose in this next one. That's why. Yo, where'd JL at? Where'd JL at? Both of his favorite fighters are fighting next. And that is it. Beat him at his own game. Outclass easy. He did the panic tap. Let's fucking go. I don't bet I just react. I think Morales would win by decision if he keeps on the feet by striking. Steamrolled. When I attend regional MMA, my favorite side quest is trying to predict where the fight in the crowd will break out from. Dude, no joke. Every time, and I sit in the same place every time because it's like general seating in the theater. And it's always like middle front row section. Always. And the last 2 times, cops just literally like dove like they were diving off a diving board into water into the crowd to try to stop it. It was nuts. He seems to be more excited than on the regionals. Yeah. Well, you know what? Credit to him. UFC debut. He fucking brought it, man. He fucking brought it. So I give him credit for that. Because it did seem like sometimes he'd either gas or get a little too complacent. Yeah, exactly. Right? The ones where he'd go the distance, man. He'd do enough to win in 2 rounds and just kind of coast or kind of gas. Oh, my God. We're getting the official announcement. And what do we have? One or two more prelims. Two more prelims so we get to the main card. Oh, this fight, and let's be honest, the whole fucking card is a prelim. No disrespect to Burns, but it really is. Let's make some money. Yo, what's up, proud Canadian? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, Canada. Bro, you know what, proud Canadian? You know what I'm making for dinner? Bye. You know what I'm making for dinner, eh there, bud? We're gonna make some fucking poutine for dinner, baby. That's what we be mucking tonight. I like Mraz, pink dye hair. It fits him. A little poutine, baby. They already do a little poutine. Should I add? I'm gonna add some green onions to it. Call me crazy and fucked in the head, but I like sausage in my poutine over bacon. Some people try to tell me to put chicken in, and I tell them to fuck off. I'm going head-to-head in the next fight. Rigatoni's my favorite. It's Canadian nachos, and no one ever changed my mind. Yeah. Except corn chips are corn, not potatoes, but I mean, I accept that. It's Amberly. It's French fries with gravy and cheese curds. Can't go wrong, baby. So I'm from Vancouver Island originally, but a lot of my friends were Newfies from Quebec, from Saskatchewan. I produced Terry Ryan's podcast, so I listen to him. Well, talk Newfie every day. That shit sounds fire. Dude, it's the most American thing in Canada. It's beautiful. We're one of the same, guys. We're brothers. But yeah, I like adding some like chorizo to my poutine. Gives it a little spice versus bacon. But Americans, all the poutine, that there's a Canadian hockey bar. I say Canadian hockey bar because it's owned by a Canadian, near where the Minnesota Wild play in St. Paul. And they put bacon on their poutine, which I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to make for dinner tonight, Chris. Ooh, that would be fire. See, that's some fucking, that's some South living fucking poutine right there. Dude, he is. GSP is awesome. Shane, I got Moisés for the next one. I like burnt cheese, like baked mac and cheese that's crispy. You know what, Amber? A lot of people will lather the gravy on, put the cheese curds, then maybe like some mozzarella on top or Parmesan, and then quickly like put in like the Forno oven. Fries replace the chips, gravy replaces the cheese, and like you just said, you include changes somewhat, 100%. I don't hate bacon. It's just in poutine, I'd rather have like chorizo than bacon. But no, I do not hate bacon, bro. Fucking love bacon. It's like a drug. Like I would eat it, snort it, smoke it. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. Oh, that is good. That is good. I got Moisés in this one, and we'll go over why. I'm probably gonna. This one, I'm not super confident with though. Shane's gonna pick Gordon. I think. Yeah, I mean the odds are pretty even for this one, right? Yeah. I usually make candied bacon on top. Ooh. Fried cheese curds or smoked cheese curds would be awesome. I like rigatoni with sauce and garlic and sometimes pepper. I love red sauce. Yay, Matt. Matt X and I are always on the same wavelength. Chorizo does go hard as fuck, but first I found out you're brown, then a day later you're Muslim and hate bacon. Not Muslim, don't hate bacon. I hate fucking Americans who call fucking ham Canadian bacon, but it's not actually ham. You should be shut the fuck up. I've crashed out once on stream because of that shit. No, I like my meat still screaming. It's all been too much. I know Chris hates me because I'm brown. He was going to unsubscribe if he found out I was Muslim. Damien Lapulu beat former UFC fighter Victor Hugo Brave. Nice. I want to open a cheese curd stand in one of the mountain towns up here. It would crush. I'm Muslim. I don't eat ham because it has pork and not kosher. I'm going to go for a run. I'll be back in a bit. Sounds good, Shane. All right. Let's get to this next fight. Yeah, you know, that was not my proudest moment, and I'm glad I don't remember what stream that was on, and I'm glad I'm not a real YouTuber because someone would have clipped it if so. I can never be mean to Janjirova's dad, by the way, because he's got the clip of all clips to not quite cancel me, but I'd lose 10,000 subscribers in one day. Je parle français, oui. I know, it's because we just like call it for what it is. Anyways, let's get to the next fight here. I know there's some people in the chat who are like, shut the fuck up. Jared Gordon, flash. 20 wins, 7 losses. He's the slight favorite in this one at minus 125. 36 years of age, but has the same amount of miles on him as that of Thiago Moisés, who's only 30, but is 19-8 as a pro. Win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one type of fighter. Whereas Jared Gordon, 2-2-1 in his last 5 fights, but friggin' headbutt by Bobby Green. I mean, accidental head clash. Robbed in the Paddy Pimblett fight. Very close fight against Huck Paras. I do think Huck Paras rightfully won that fight, but still, Jared Gordon doesn't look like he's in his decline yet. I think he's just still like middle of the run Jared Gordon. Now, are we going to see that decline in him soon? Perhaps. He's getting up there in age. He's taking a lot of damage. Pretty good boxer. It's not his bread and butter, but he's actually a pretty good boxer. I mean, we've seen that against Bobby Green. We saw that against Nazar Hakparas, right? Pretty good wrestler as well. I wouldn't say like his offensive grappling is anything special, but he's good at holding on to you up against the cage, all right? All right? He can Bautista you. He can Bautista you. Thiago Moisés, sick fucking grappler, but I just think he's taking too much damage, or he's just in the start of his decline because he's not the Thiago Moisés that we saw who came into the UFC. Having said that, Thiago Moisés that came into the UFC still wasn't anything that crazy. He's got a lot of submissions. He's plus 100 here. He's the underdog. 19-8 as a pro. Fighting Nerds and American Top Team. So maybe now that he's with the Fighting Nerds, he'll get a little bit of helium here. 4 KO TKOs, 8 submissions, 7 decisions. 8-6 in the UFC, 1-1 in LFA, and 1-0 off Contender Series. Holy fuck, he's had a lot of UFC fights since 2018. Beat Trajan in his last fight, as he should have. Lost to Ludovic Klein, no shame in that. Mitch Ramirez, yeah, was 8-1, but I mean, I don't really rank Mitch Ramirez too high. I will say this: Joel Alvarez, Benoit Saint Denis, and Ludovic Klein, and Islam Makhachev, not bad losses, right? Like his losses recently, I don't blame him for, like, I don't judge him that, harshly on. He beat Michael Johnson, Bobby Green, Alex Hernandez, lost to Makhachev, Joel Alvarez, beat Giagos, who, like, whatever. Beat Costa, Melky Costa, which Costa's developed a lot since. Costa would probably beat him now, but still. Beat a prospect. Lost to Benoit Saint Denis, no shame in that, like I said. Rich Ramirez and Trajan. So, like, his UFC career actually is not that bad. Lost to Demir Magulov. Demir's really good. And Benil Dariush. He's literally only lost to good opponents in the UFC. That's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, Benny Dariush, Demir Magulov, Makhachev, Joel Alvarez, and Benoit Saint Denis. I mean, Ludovic Klein's not necessarily in that, like, highest echelon, but he's good. So, pretty solid UFC run for Thiago Moisés. And where I think Jared Gordon is, like, good everywhere and his striking is better than Thiago Moisés, who doesn't really have hands but can hold his own enough to get his underhooks or his clinch or his takedown. I think if this does go to the ground, and I think Moisés wants it to go to the ground, I think he'll get the better of Jared Gordon. I don't think Jared Gordon, despite him having wrestling, will have the defense to stop Moisés on the ground. But having said that, Moisés has noticeably looked like he's been slowing down, not just in speed itself, but just overall, whereas Gordon's kind of just still Jared Gordon. And if anything, looked like some of the best we've seen from Jared Gordon in his last fight too. So if Gordon was the underdog, I probably would have bet on him. I didn't bet on Thiago Moisés. And guys, the way I bet like $2 and $5. Like, you guys are the experts. You guys are the experts. But yeah, we're going with Moisés on this one. Bro got that nerd in him. I'm gonna find that Canadian bacon crash out. All right, I'm really stoned, but I got a poll concept. Good, good. I got Costa. I think Costa will submit Erosa. Costa's getting better. Gordon should have this one. Last hope can beat Moisés, even though I don't want either to lose. Fighting to get the dub next. Are Brazilians overrated? In mixed martial arts? No. No. We've got that nerd in him. If Pratas is in the corner, Moisés definitely winning. For the poll, we start at heavyweight and pick which fighter from another promotion could challenge for a title. Oh, all right. Chat, hit us up with some suggestions. All right, these fighters are finally making their walkouts. All right, so heavyweight and pick which fighter from another promotion could challenge for a title. So for the heavyweight title. Well, Phil DeFree, even though he'd never fight Aspinall. Nemkov, Goltz. Oh, those are good. Do we add Malakin in there? I like how you said Goltsov, though. What do you think for the fourth? Rugger. Oh, okay, we have to for the meme. For the meme. I'm writing ketchup though. Oh fuck. Hold on, I gotta end the poll. God damn it. I forgot to write it. I know. All right, here we go. Let's try that again. And I'm not even the stoned one. All right, fighters are making their walkout. People are going to be like, why'd you write fucking Rug and not fucking Malakin? Because that's the joke. Oleg Popov was an obvious one. That's good. That's good. Free fries versus ketchup. Oh,
exactly.
That perfect. Rugger's Isha's favorite fight. I can't stand him. But honestly, he brought my my interest in Malakin down. Popov. Blob Tang is a good one too. Best heavyweight outside the UFC who could realistically fight for UFC gold. Francis already did, so we just kind of left him off of there. I think so too. I think he literally rips his head off with the guillotine. Like, performs what the guillotine was named after. All right, Moisés is in the cage. Guys, AJ from MMA Experts just showed his head for the first time, took off his cap, and it's all yeast and fucked up. Couldn't believe it. There's a reason why I don't take mine off either, King's World. You guys would all throw up. All right, here comes Jared Gordon. Peach Boy gonna get... Oh, fuck, I should have wrote Peach Boy, but not enough people know who he is. I'm going with Moisés, but I'm swinging a little bit. I'm going with Moisés because I think if he goes to the ground, there's a better chance of him winning the fight and him ending the fight. But Jared Gordon is the better boxer. So I don't know if Jared Gordon will be able to like knock him out or finish him on the feet, but if it stays primarily on the feet, Gordon will likely do more damage. But taking a little swing on the... Well, I guess it's even now, but he was plus 100 like an hour ago. Wait, what the hell is that? Bro, in Jared Gordon's corner. I know him. He has a YouTube channel. Fuck, what's his name? He did all the bully beatdown shit. No joke. He's in Jared Gordon's corner. Not Keith Lee. Oh, what's his name? Steven Strangle. Yes, bro, no joke. That's fucking Steven Strangle. He's in Jared Gordon's corner. And if not, it's his fucking doppelganger. What? Dude, I swear to God. He's a jiu-jitsu guy too. Like he's like trained, like GSP has like done some, not whole camps with him, but has trained with him. This guy. He has like a jiu-jitsu program for his members and things like that. And like, yeah, he's a legit like jiu-jitsu guy who's trained with a ton of UFC fighters. That's crazy. Moisés has good leg kicks. If he keeps striking distance and lands those, I can see him doing some damage. And maybe that's what the fighting nerds hoined in on and was like, yo, start throwing them leg kicks. All right, now I'm going to have to bring Steven on the podcast and be like, yo, was that you? Peach Boy flatlines Francis and Tom same night. For those who don't know, Peach Boy's the guy in K1's profile picture. He got choked out by UFC Pro. Yeah, A Masters J knows who he is. That's got to be him, right? In fairness, he kind of looks like Jared Gordon. No, it is him. It is him because I know they're friends because he's had Jared Gordon on his channel before. Dude, that's crazy. He's with American Top Team. He's been with his whole UFC career. Well, he's been doing a little bit of his camp with the fighting nerds too, which is pretty cool. He's got the American Top Team coach in the corner for the Brazilians. He has been, I think his last two camps, though, he has been going to fighting nerds for some of it. Round one. Oh! Gordon already taking this to the ground. 437. And Gordon in the guard of Moisés. Getting to work. The Tito Ortiz. Couple shots to the body. One to the head. And there's 7 shots to the body there. More than a couple muffin shots. No, he didn't like switch there, but I know he's been training with them. Maybe for the striking element. 4-way. But yeah, he's ATT guy forever, right? No. But having said that, I don't think he's ever going to fight in the UFC or ever again. Gordon still in the guard of Moisés. Oh, Moisés with an elbow from the bottom. Another elbow from the bottom. Oh, I think he cut Gordon. Oh, never mind. That's the... I think Moisés is... Oh, no. Gordon is cut. I think Gordon's forehead's cut. There's blood dripping somewhere. Doesn't seem too bad yet. It might just be the nose. It might just be one of their noses. Oh, no. Someone's leaking. Dude, I think one of those elbows sliced Gordon. Yeah, now he's starting to leak. Another right elbow by Moisés. Yo, what's up, Mr. Bombastic? Bisbing being self-aware to his jinx is hilarious. That's good. That's good. Yeah, he's got the same Brazilian coach who's always with Moicano and Pantoja. Which, funny enough, Mike Brown was with Nunes. 258. Gordon getting beat up in the guard. It's true. Moisés doing a lot more damage with the elbows. That's that fighting nerd shit, baby. 245. Oh, here we go. Gordon with some bigger shots here, but another sneaky right elbow from the bottom. Strangles people look like Austin McBroom, if you know him. I don't know. Oh, the Steven the Strangle Gang guy. Back up to his feet is Moisés. All the blood on Moisés is from Jared Gordon's forehead. He's a professional YouTube boxer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't watch much of the influencer boxers. Actually, I try to avoid them at all costs. 213. Unless No Chill fights Hank. But that would be tough enough. Low kick by Gordon. Wasn't expecting a takedown right away from Gordon, especially since he was looking good in the boxing department in his last fight. I mean, if they had just a like Muay Thai or kickboxing fight, yes. 1 minute and 48 seconds. You had a bunch of muffin shots. Oh, there's the boxing from Gordon. Nice 1-2. Moisés missing with the left hook. Another low kick by Moisés. Low kick by Gordon. That was a big one from Gordon. Step back left by Moisés. Oh, big right hand by Moisés. Yo, he's actually looking a bit... Oh, Gordon with the right hand just dropped Moisés. He's out. Gordon just knocked out Moisés. Dude, Moisés landed a sick left hook on Gordon. Gordon counter 1-2, drops him, and then knocks him the fuck out. Woo! Yo, Jared fucking Gordon, baby. Holy shit. Well, that's the first one wrong. Boom! Hey, he was listening to Mike. Knock the fuck out. Gordon, you beauty! Oh! Dude, the super necessary shots. The super necessary shots. He don't trade enough at fighting, nerds. Apparently. That was a great punch. The ground and pound that time was brutal. Jared, flash, Gordon. Oh. God, yeah, that... Luckily, the second shot didn't land as, like, heavy, but man... No way. I was looking at Gordon by KO plus 600 earlier, but pushed out. Moisés just not the same, dude. He just flashed us. Wow. That wasn't ground and pound. That was an H-bomb. Oh, geez, no. Two fighters have been knocked out with the counter overhand right. Gordon's curse is finally gone. I picked Jared by KO, but round 3. He pulled guard by reflex, but he wasn't looking at Gordon. What is this card? Finish after finish. Yo, they looked at Octagon and went, hold my beer. Hold my beer. Gordon by KO. Cash for me. Let's fucking go. Hey, it's good to see you, Rafael. Good to see you. Like I said, swung a little bit on Moisés. He looked good until he didn't, right? He looked good until he didn't. And shout out to Gordon, man. I didn't think he had that power. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe Moisés, like I said, is further in the decline than I thought. Yeah, the way he jumped down for that punch was definitely Hendo. Great performance. Well, I mean, not even, to be honest. Just real good knockout. Good knockout by Jared Gordon. Patty is proud of his son. I got the power. Jared Gordon. Gonna have a little bumps. Gonna have some bruises. The cut's not as bad as I originally thought. I was just gonna say that Moisés looks pretty good, but then bam, he looked better in the striking than I thought until he got knocked the fuck out. Just how good is Patty's chin? Nasrat Haqparas too, man. He can take a fucking punch. That Gordon and Nasrat fight was awesome. 3-round just banger. Hey, that's cool. I need fuck better help. Go to Jared Gordon's app. I think Camilo is going to submit Gabe. Gabe's just not active enough. That's the thing. And he's been too injured in the last 4 years. Oh, and he's partnered up with Angela Lee as well with her like Fight Stories campaign. That's pretty cool, dude. What a beauty. What a good guy. Speech or practice. Strangle gang, baby. Stand up. Yeah, what a beauty. He sometimes can get a little cranky online, but hey, overall, pretty humble guy, which is cool. And he had every right to be a little salty and upset based on some of the bad luck that he's had as of late. Yes, he did. Yeah, Gabe Green. Yes, he did. You really think the Butcher's gonna lose to a Frenchman? I know Gabe Green's not the Frenchman, so promoting mental health awareness after you just killed someone is crazy. Yeah, so what's next for Jared Gordon? That was a big win. Well, I mean, we keep saying that when people beat Thiago Moisés. He's got 10 losses now. Or, sorry, 9 losses now. Maybe it's not as big of a win as we think anymore. Holy shit. What did you get him at? Hey, I mean, top 15 guy? Who, though, is the question. Jake Hadley, the PFL semifinalist, tweeting a lot about this UFC card, and UFC keeps retweeting him. PFL definitely got to be pissed having seen him post about PFL card. That's hilarious. Oh, I love that. Fucking PFL, man. 1 step forward, 3 steps back. It seems like. All right, this next one's going to be really interesting, guys. This next one's going to be really interesting. By the way, vote in the poll question. Vote in the poll question. Best heavyweight outside the UFC who could realistically fight for UFC gold. Filda Free leads with 39%. Nemkov at 22%. Ketchup at 22%. What? And Goltsov at 17%. How is Goltsov not above Rug? Jared's win over Patty suddenly looks a lot better after what Patty did Chandler. Absolutely. Good to see you, Dirty Hippo, as always. How's your weekend going, buddy? All right. So, one more fight on the prelims, and then, yeah, the main card starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Not bad. We might be out of here before 10 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. I was going to, but then the joke was, let's add Rug there instead. When Gordon retires, UFC should put him in a role to help fighters with substance abuse and mental health programs. And I'm sure he would love to do that, right? Or maybe partner with his organization. Patty's finishes Jared in a rematch. Even though Anatoly would be a middle light heavyweight. I was doing some car shopping today, so it could be better. Uh-oh. Thiago Moisés is what's up, Bonkai? He looked good until he didn't. Like, he was looking better than Jared Gordon in that fight until he got knocked out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the return of Gabe Green. Bruno messed up. They put Marc-Andre against Shara Bullet. Did they announce that? Light heavyweight. He had a tough time getting down to 180 or whatever it was, 190. It took him a year to drop that weight, he said. Gabe Green against Matheus Camilo, ladies and gentlemen. This one's probably going to start in about, I imagine, 5 to 10 minutes. Mogman is a fraud. Barrio KOs him. I don't know about that, dude. Barrio, I love Barrio, but if he's gonna win on the ground. Maybe TKO. Yeah, Robert's living in the future. Out of Austria. Yo, do you watch hockey at all, Robert? Shout to Marco Rossi. The Wild don't deserve him for how shitty they're treating him. PFL basically done a swap deal with the UFC unintentionally with Kaden Lochran and Patchy Mix. Might be the worst accident trade of bantamweights. No cage. President Gordon dropped in the first 20 seconds. Yup, it's late July. He did more damage on the ground, though. I mean, you just watched that fight, Bonkai. Come on. I know you picked him to win like me, but you have 2 eyes. You watched that fight. Anthony on Paper Smith. Each of the guy, Mairon Santos, is who I confuse with Michael Morales when Morales first signed. He had the same hair. Yes, that's who I said earlier. I thought that you had that you were mixing up the 2 fighters with. Yeah, it's Whitaker's RDR fight. I think it's co-main. Okay. Dude, Marco Rossi. Never betting against RDR again. Unless he's going up against Malikan. You're attacking my family. New poll for 205. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap this up. The free one. The free one. All right. All right, suggestion, guys. Best light heavyweight outside the UFC who would realistically... What did I write here? Who would realistically fight for UFC gold? Yo, what's up? What a case. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh my god. I like all those. We need one more, guys. We need one more. Striking Ace, where you at? I don't think Wilkinson would, to be honest. I feel like I'm missing an obvious one. Alberg, Whitaker, Volk, JDM, all winning titles this year. RDR versus Holland might be my favorite play this year. Can't believe it was basically underdog odds. Wild sub props. The disrespect. Oh, Will Fleury? Coriander. Dude, I'm going to put Fleury, man. I'm going to put Fleury. Will fucking Fleury, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Anderson or Phil Davis. Those are good. They were both in the UFC once, right? Well, I guess Yoel was too, so we're breaking that rule. And Wilkinson was too. Jesus Christ, Isha. I think I want to go with Will Fleury. Will Fleury against... I'd like to see him against anybody. Best light heavyweight outside the UFC who'd realistically fight for UFC gold, or who could realistically fight for UFC gold. The most underrated Irishman. Yeah, we're going with fucking Fleury, dude. And if no one votes for them, then you're not a real MMA fan. Yoel is funny because dude's about to be 50. I think he would, at this point of his career, lose. He's not fast enough. Fleury isn't established enough, though, in my opinion. Isn't he champ right now, though? Champ in Octagon? He's not 2-division champ. He's not heavyweight champ, too, is he? No, he's light heavyweight. But in fairness, Striking Ace is... I mean, Yoel's established, but is he at Fleury's level right now? I think Fleury would beat Yoel Romero. That's the double... Okay, he is the double champ. That's the double champ you're talking about. There you go, there you go. Dude, his last win was amazing. Yoel in his prime, that's a different story. Because Yoel in his prime was an absolute monster. If we let Yoel TRT like Vitor, he murks Imavov. Probably because Ryzen just needs heavyweights, but like, dude, Canada doesn't want to claim Bular, neither does India. So I guess Japan is his new home. Nemkov, guys, he at heavy. Yes. I mean, he's fought at both, but yes. Yeah, I love Yoel Romero. I'd replace Yoel with Anderson or David. Yoel Romero, the goat. Best fight ever is Keith Peterson versus Ozempic. Who you got? Well, the Ozempic's winning right now. The Ozempic's winning. The Air's light heavyweight champ beats all of them. Yakayev, dude, he is good. He is good. For middleweight, we should put Johnny Eblin. There's a lot of good options for middleweight. Johnny Eblin will be one of them. All right, next fight, by the way, guys, we have Camilo versus Gabe Green. So, yeah, so Camilo fought that Nabotov guy. He's the guy who called Dana White out at a press conference and said, yo, I'm freaking 8-0. Put me on a card. I'll prove to you that I'm UFC worthy, whatever. So, on Dana White's looking for a fight, even though he couldn't travel to Korea, in the Korean Zombies League. He fought Matheus Camilo, and Matheus Camilo beat him. Now, did Matheus Camilo get controlled at a lot of points in that fight? Yeah, he's not the biggest lightweight, and let's be honest, his opponent Nabatov was pretty big, but Camilo did way more damage and ultimately won the fight because of that. But compared to Gabe Green, man, he's not the biggest lightweight. 9-2 as a pro, 4 KO TKOs, 2 submissions, 3 decisions, 3-1 in Fury FC. And what I love about him, though, is even though he's a little undersized compared to the other monsters at lightweight, he's fought everywhere. He fought an 8-0 guy, like I said, this Nabatov guy in TKZ's league. He fought in Tough Enough where he beat a 13-5 guy. He's fought in Fury. He's fought in LXF. He's fought in XFC. He's fought in Shudo Brazil, right? Like he's fought everywhere, and he's fought really good opponents as he's continued to develop, right? Like 2-1 beat a 1-0 guy, lost to a 4-1 guy, but then beat a 6-4, 9-3, 4-0, 6-1, 13-5, 8-0. All in some pretty good regional shows. Not quite like the LFA and Cage Warriors level, but in some pretty good ones nonetheless. Gabe Green if Gabe Green was active and wasn't as injured as he has been throughout the last 3 years, I would pick him to win. I just don't trust him anymore. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. He hasn't fought for 2 years. Brian Battle knocked him out. Ian Gary beat him. He looked okay in the Ian Gary fight, but that was almost 3 years ago, and Ian Gary's developed a lot more since that time. Beat Johan Lanes, and he was the first one to knock him out. Credit to him there. That was 3 years ago. And then he beat Phil Rowe, it's fucking Phil Rowe. Who cares? Man, he's only had 5 fights in the last 4.5 years. And after the last 4, he's like in between the last 4, I should say, he's just faced a ton of injuries. So I think if Gabe Green was more active and wasn't as injured, he would probably win, but I'm going to pick Camilo to win in this one. Is Gabe Green still a good underdog because of the experience at the higher level, facing better opponents and just bigger? Absolutely. But I'm going with the young gun in this one. I'm going with the favorite. I got Gabe Green. What's up, Daddy? You all should be banned from the UFC. Why? No, get Jesus. Damn, Camilo looks like he was created from clay. Romero blocks high kicks with his face. Gifted Gabe Green makes it seem like he's autistic or something. No, see, I disagree. Dana White Contender Series is not the UFC. That's why I say it's a UFC debut if you graduate from Dana White Contender Series. Just like a tough finale show, not in the UFC, because you're not fighting a guy on a UFC roster. That's my opinion. He's out of Montreal, yes. Anything can happen if you believe. Go. Go. All right, here comes Gabe Green walking out. If 10 people were locked in a room with like a Saw movie, and to survive and get out, they had to say 10 nice things about the Apex, they'd all die. Yo, what's up, Skatesman? How's your trip going? Sila, thank you so much for being a member for 10 months. We got some Shuto blood. No, wait, we got Pancrase blood tonight, and the return to Deep next week, I believe. Also, we got UFC versus Road FC next week as well. He's not special, guys. He's gifted. Soldier of Testosterone. Let's be real, though. He's going to beat whoever he's fighting. Yes. True. How's it going, dude? It's just always crazy how some guys look soft and they're badass. Others are brick shithouse and suck. 100%. All right, here we go. Gabe Green entering the cage. The only good thing about the Apex is the shots sound louder. But even then, it's kind of lost its... I don't know. I don't even know what the word is I'm looking for. lost its shine. Like that element of it's not even that fun anymore. Because like, let's be honest, like watching Ryzen and some of these other Asian leagues where they're quiet, almost even crazier because there'll be 50,000 people who are quiet. You'll hear the shot and then the and I don't know. At first, I liked it a lot more, but now I just feel like it's lost its shine. Gabe Green knows he's gonna get finished. Bivol is better than Bertabiev. I don't necessarily agree. I think they're pretty even. 1-1 now. Bivol gonna eat Benavides one day too. Idaho, you beat up any South? What? They're actually all Hank's training partners right now. Took some over here. Yo, I saw friggin' No Chill was on Hank's stream. Are they gonna fight or what? Bro, it is free. It's on cable right now. Bro, this is a fight night. This ain't no pay-per-view. Aren't they 1-1? Shows how much I follow boxing. Who the heck is Hank?
I don't give a fuck if the decision's rigged!
That is Hank. Alexander Hamilton. Call them all white ones a Dutchman. Gabe Green at lightweight looks diced. From Brazil. I don't know where to watch it in Brazil. Show the Jubilee fight. I'm not a big boxing guy, so I don't know what Soviet style is. Because he's originally from Russia. I'm the wrong person to ask about boxing, man. I watch boxing, but like I watch the guys that like I follow, and I don't like follow it enough. Shout out to Oklahoma. But yes, how long he's been living in Canada for a while though now, right? I mean, he's getting up there in age. What is he, 40? Still like the speed there. Speed and chin are still there, which is good. Good to see. All right, round one, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it all.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe Green, huge. Well, I mean, yeah, huge for the division, but also Camilo, not that big for a lightweight. 4:43 on the clock. $30 seconds in. A lot of feints by both these guys. I don't think his is truly its hybrid. He doesn't spring in and out enough to switch stance the same. He's more like Russian Mexican style with power and pressure. If you know what Soviet style is, then immediately after the stream, you need to look it up. I know Soviet style hockey, bro. I could care less about Soviet style boxing. Soviet style hockey was the greatest thing on the planet until Minnesotan fucking Herb Brooks, ladies and gentlemen, beat them in the Olympics. Let's fucking go. 4 minutes on the clock. That's the only Soviet style I give a shit about. Low kick by Camilo. But I will look it up. I still got to catch up on sumo. Not a lot of action going on right here, guys. A lot of feints. A couple low kicks. But no one really pulling the trigger just yet. Oh! Just when I say that, right hook. Left hook by Camilo. Low kick by Green. Yes. First fight on the main card. 3:30. Yeah, my dad was super into boxing, Scott. He got me into MMA. And I've just always liked it a lot more. And honestly, boxing just pisses me off because it's like so just fucking corrupt. And like, if there's no knockouts, you know the wrong fighter is going to lose like 9 times out of 10. And it's just, I hate it. 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Low kick, swing and a miss by Camilo. Is there like a good documentary to look up about it? Oh, overhand right by Camilo. Left to the body. Oh, hell yeah. No, I know. It's kind of interesting logic, but it's like Cuban style. It only works if you're also good. Oh, okay. Oh, big right to the body by Camilo. Just missed that left hook. Low kick by Camilo. Bivol is boxing in Soviet style, constant 1-2 combinations of moving, circling around the opponent non-stop. Nice right hand by Camilo. Oh, Camilo! Right. Swing with that right again. He's looking to try to finish this. Camilo sitting on the counter shot. Cuban style is really good. What about Canadian style? What the fuck is Canadian style boxing? Bare knuckle? Behind the fucking Boston Pizza there, eh, bud? 1 minute and 53 seconds. Oh, slipping as he was blitzing forwards. Camilo has to settle for a clinch here. Yeah, it's worth the look just because it's like 6-base styles, and then why see them executed properly? It all makes sense. Okay, I got homework. It's going to be on ESPN right after this fight. I hate boxing more than MMA because it's just ass and rigged. There are some really good fights, but last thing, I follow Inoue, Lomachenko, Navarrete, and Big Bang Zhang. Those are my guys. So whenever they're on a card, I'll usually watch that card. Oh, no. Never, Scott. Sometimes I just am animated. What can I say? Nice takedown by Camilo. Dude, Camilo's beating him everywhere. I like boxing more than MMA. And again, there's no judging for me. I just grew up watching more MMA than boxing. If I grew up watching more boxing than MMA, I'd probably like it more. Like I said, I just cannot stand how corrupt it is. And that's what annoys me. But I still watch my favorite guys. Posturing up in the guard right now is Camilo. Green trying to employ a high guard. 24 seconds on the clock. Camilo pitter-patter shots here. Oh, as he goes to that left elbow. Cool. I can't wait to check it out. Hey, grappling and BJJ. Yeah, I like kickboxing and Muay Thai the most. But I don't mind grappling and BJJ. Detroit. Green kind of rocked him. All right, end of the first round. Yeah, Shane, friggin' TKO. Green scored a knockdown, kind of, but still lost the round. Inoue had the best part of the year so far in boxing. Yeah, he said, ouch, that's why we on the ground now. Camilo actually got clipped. It wasn't a slip. They showed a replay of it in a small box. Oh, okay. I missed the clip. I thought he blitzed in and slipped on the entry, but he got clipped. Okay. Hematoma on Green's forehead. He got hit with with that big left elbow at the end of the round. All right, round 2 coming up here, guys. Round 2 coming up here. Hey, what's up, James? Good to see you. I grew up watching boxing, still like MMA more because of the fact the best almost never fight the best, and it's a boring fight or it's a robbery. That's the thing. Like, even with Inoue, he's starting to fight better guys, but like, and that's not to say he didn't have some wars early in his career, but like, fuck, man. I don't care if Inoue loses. I just want to see him in some damn good fights because he's that good. Boxing's so rigged, it's unwatchable. You have to consider that MMA came with a delay to Europe. USA always sets the trend, and then it comes here. Actually, it started in Japan. Shuto Japan was the first MMA fight in the 80s. Oh, big hooks here by both of them, and a nice knee and low kick by Green. Green tried to go for the flying knee and missed his mark. They each landed some good hooks here. But yeah, was it 1987 was the first MMA looking fight? They didn't call it MMA, but it resembled more like MMA today than UFC 1 did. And then 88, I think, was the first pro fight. I think 87 was an amateur one, and 88 was the first one. Nice takedown by Camilo. But yes, I'm just being a nerd about it, but yes. Insert Allen versus Fisher 1. Turkey's changing all that, but my fear is he's doing it fast and he's going to ruin reputations and run out of top tier fights. Weight divisions in boxing are confusing. Super lightweight, cruiserweight, yeah. I do think there should be a few more weight classes in mixed martial arts, but the roster fighters isn't as big. But it's growing. 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Yeah, main card will be on ESPN. It will be on Sportsnet. 318. I still think Navarrete, if it wasn't for the freaking cut, would have won. Oh, triangle. Rolling in for a triangle, but we're going to see the rematch and he's going to win. Nice roll by Camilo. Triangle, and he's also going for the armbar here. Gabe Green's going to try to slam him. Gabe Green does slam, but that sometimes just tightens the triangle. Instead of going for the arm now, he's just going to commit to the triangle choke. 2 minutes and 49 seconds. 2:44. Gabe Green still holding on. God, there's a squeeze. 2:37. It just... Camilo needs to be a little bit more to the right, a little bit more square for this to have the tightest squeeze. And good job by Green getting out of it. And Gabe Green now trying to get the back of Camilo. Absolutely. Camilo trying to shake off Gabe Green. Now Gabe Green on him with 2 hooks in. Always 3 rounds. Always 3 rounds. Except for the main event tonight. Gabe Green with the body triangle. And now he's on the back of Camilo with 2 minutes on the clock. Pizza, pizza.
Yeah.
Slam your way into the land of not breathing. Let's fucking go, Green. Hope Camilo didn't gas himself there. 1 minute 49 seconds. And Camilo's being warned to get those fingers out of the gloves. Cut them fingers off. He does look a little tired. Fuck your triangle. I'm going to show you how to choke. My over. Thanks, Green. Camilo looks gassed. He does look a little tired. Morales went over Gilbert. He should face Carlos Leal. Ooh, that would be good. Carlos Leal is awesome. 122. Oh! Oh! Rear naked choke! It is all over! It is all over! It was more of a neck crank! Gabe Green got the back of Camilo after Camilo gassed, man, and gave up position. And Green ends up getting the submission in his return after 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. He gave up. That wasn't even under the chin. That wasn't even under the chin. That wasn't even under the chin. It was more of a freaking neck crank than anything. When you're not getting choked and you tap, you're just tired. Yeah, Camilo definitely went all in on the triangle and gassed. What a comeback. Conor McGregor style. I told you. Weak ass tap. Let's go. I just bisbinged, my bad. Damn. As soon as he got wrist control, he grabbed his gun. No. Well, I mean, look, I don't think you can run a victory lap based on that Green performance. It was a good comeback. But yeah, that's not a pick that you can like tap yourself on the back for. I do every time, dude, but if you rush me, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it right away. So don't worry, I will. But like if you ask me the second after this fight, I'm just not going to do it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to do it in the second that you ask. So like I'm going to get to it like I do in every single fight companion, my man. Every single fight companion. But I'm not going to do it the second you want me to do it. I'm sorry. But very, very soon, brother. Very, very soon. All right. I got to freaking paste it into the bottom of the screen first, brother. I got to read some chat. He pre-ordered that tap. Getting your UFC contract by beating a guy that begged in at the press conference. Wait, no. That's not the guy who begged at the press conference, Striking Ace. That's not the guy who begged at the press conference. That's the guy who beat the guy who begged at the press conference. Ilya never deserved to fight Islam. I'm not sure if Ilya will win against Oliveira. I mean, I don't know. I didn't care about that fight, so I'm the wrong person to ask. Or wrong person to comment. I was like the only MMA fan who like, would I have been like, would I have enjoyed the fight? 100%. But like, I wasn't Like, I'm way more stoked for freaking this deep and black combat card, and I don't even know the guys on the card versus Islam and Ilya personally. Yeah, that was more of a face crank. I could be wrong, though. We are going to the main card, and we got 5 minutes to spare. 5 minutes to spare, and for a boy here, we will get to the next matchup in just a minute. He done that in Fury before, where he got caught in a ghillie and tapped with seconds. Has dog in him. Damn, Green is vascular as fuck. No, get Jesus. I'll never bet Camilo in my life with that type of quitting. He's got no dog in him. I'm never tapping to that. If it's me and I'm that tired, I'm raising my chin. So at least it looks like the part. 100%. 100%. Yeah, it wasn't that guy. It was the guy who beat him. And he went the distance with him. 6 finishes on the prelims is okay. Yeah, my picks and predictions video is on the channel. Go check it out. Go check it out. Here, I'll give you the link to it right now. I will give you the link to it right now, my man. All my picks are on that video, and you can quickly sift through it if you want. All right, main card coming up next. MMA fans are so fickle, you get salty when your boy don't win and then trash him. Who is my boy? I feel like my only boy is Charles Oliveira. Because I really don't care who else wins. Oh. Why does UFC keep reposting Jake Hadley tweets? Bro, whoever in charge of UFC Twitter loves Jake Hadley tweets. He never got this kind of love when he was fighting in the promotion. Another rear naked choke. Your boy is Peach Boy. That is true. That is true. Do Bronx and Peach Boy. No one's trashing him. He gassed. How is that trashing him? He was winning the fight and then gassed. Shout out to Gabe Green. I'm glad to see that he got a win after 2 years. Make a pull for middleweight. Charles Oliveira can't make the weight. I got broomsticks thicker than that boy. Do Bronx. Do Bronx. What all I said was that is not the performance from a guy that you want to be like gloating. That's what we're gloating about, right? If he dominated right off the bat, then 100%. We'll all eat crow. Goozy's your boy? Goozy! Goozie. But yes. Casuals picked Camilo? Sure, Matt. You know everything. We'll go blonde for Oliveira fight. Maybe. I don't have any hair, dude. I don't have any hair. If I show you guys my hair, you will throw up and all 16,000 of you people will unsubscribe. Bro, it's two cans fighting. Anything can happen. I got Juicy J. Erosa in this one. Yeah, I mean, like, this is what I said in the beginning. If Gabe Green was active, I would have confidently probably picked him. It was the question marks. But I am a casual. I am a casual. Who do you got in this next fight? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I want to see your treasure trail. It ain't no treasure trail. Do you have the Kimbo Slice hairline? No, it's just disgusting, bro. It's just disgusting. Yeah. Apart from the boring first fight, there's been a streak of 6 finishes in the prelims. Well, I mean, I don't know about that yet, but he was doing well until he gassed. And again, credit to Gabe Green, he capitalized on it. Costa looks very 80s Duran. I hope Gabe Green didn't get injured in that fight, though, because it seems like he gets injured after every single fight, man. Recently, anyways. Mac, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. If you want me to pat you on the back because you were right with the pick, there you go. There's your pat on the back, dude. You're more biased than us, brother. You're more biased than us. I am a casual. No. Matt X is a real MMA YouTuber, not me. He's had his channel way longer than me, too. Anthony Smith should retire from the desk, too. No one in this chat tried to make excuses for Bilal. I know. Matt, I'm an idiot, bro. You win, I lose. I'm a casual. I don't know anything about this sport. I will concede for the sake of us moving on. But Matt is actually a real MMA YouTuber. You guys should go subscribe to his channel. He's been grinding way longer than me. And I'm not a real YouTuber. I'm just a fucking shellacked casual who's more of a junkie than anything. More than a junkie than anything. All right, let's get to this next fight, ladies and gentlemen. At 145, we got Julian Erosa versus Costa. And if y'all aren't picking Erosa, in the words of Matt X, you're casual. So I just saying. And we'll check in on the poll question here in a sec as well, guys. Bilal Hassan, the only one we care about. That is true. He's the real Bilal. He is the real Bilal. Dude, Matt X has real YouTube channel. His shit's way better than, like, my videos don't get any views. Matt's is, I'm not even being facetious here. Matt's my homie. He's been subscribed like since before we even hit 1,000 subscribers. And I've been subscribed to his channel since before I even had 1,000 subscribers. Y'all got any MMA? The real Bilal. Brazil's been so hit and miss this year. The real Bilal. Dude. Again, I don't think he's ready for the UFC just yet. But I'm excited for when he does reach the UFC. I'm excited for when... I just think he needs to... I know he's, 125 pounds, but he needs to put on a little bit muscle. He needs to put on a little bit more muscle. 2 vets in this one? Well, I mean... Like, Costa is, I think, a... Is Costa a vet now? I guess 23-7, you're a vet. Yeah, I guess so. For some reason, I always think his record is more like 15-5. But no, you're right. You're right, Striking Ace. He's no longer a prospect. Did bro ended the stream? Was Matt, were you streaming as well? Go check out Matt's stream if he's still live. Yeah, leave this stream. Go check out Matt's. All right, let's get to this next one. Okay. Oh, you're not streaming. Okay. Well, you guys should still go and subscribe to Matt's channel. Who else is here that has a channel that we can shout out here? Yo, let's get Matt to fucking at least 700 subscribers by the end of the night. Costa made me a fan a few fights back. His grappling is sick. He's good everywhere, just except for third rounds. Third rounds is his kryptonite. Michael Venom Page is the real deal. This guy's dangerous. What's up, Scotty boy? 6 finishes in a row. Imagine if this was if this wasn't in the warehouse. With all due respect, nah, I'm staying here. Fair enough, Justin. Fair enough. All right. Now we'll get to this next one, guys. We'll get to this next one. First fight on the main card, we have Julian Erosa against Melky Costa. And let me bring up Tapology. We got a little bit of time. All right. And again, this main card is just essentially a continuation of the prelims. And if it is just that, then we are going to see some knockouts, which is going to be awesome. All right. Melky Costa, 23-7 as a pro, respectable 4-1 in his last 5 fights. He is the favorite here at -180. Both these guys are on 3-fight win streaks. Now, he came in to the UFC already with some losses on his resume. Pretty good striker. And some good offensive grappling and scrambles, but he had no cardio at all. Now, he did come in the UFC on short notice, so I think a lot of people are like, okay, it was a short notice fight, whatever. No, he gasses at the end of the second round and in the third. He's just a different fighter. Even in his last fight, where in the first 2 rounds, it was like, oh, easy win for him or knockout. Then in the third round, it was like, oh shit, his hands are down, he's getting tagged. Now, he did have overall like a decent third round, but it wasn't like the pace, the speed, the sharpness that he displays early in a fight. 7 KO TKOs, 8 submissions, 8 decisions, 4-2 in the UFC, 1-1 in LFA. Yeah, against Christian Rodriguez. Tremendous first 2 rounds. Third round, not so much. Andre Philly, I mean, he got him out in the first round. And then even against Shalian, like, look, he ended up getting the rear naked choke, but you're going to tell me that he didn't slow down the second and started the third? No shame in losing to Steve Garcia. Steve Garcia is the fucking boogeyman of this division right now. What is he on, like a 5 or 6 fight win streak, all first round finishes? He's an absolute monster. And then Thiago Moisés, who's not good anymore apparently, but you know, is decent. So I think he's just gotten better since he's entered the UFC. I think he's like a little less crazy in his shot selection, and he's sound on the ground, and he attacks submissions more, and he's more confident on the ground in the UFC than he was when he first entered, where he was just a little bit more sloppy and just kind of tried to get back up to his feet to throw them heel kicks and things like that, spinning heel kicks and things like that. Julian Erosa, wrestling background, distance striker, no takedown defense, but does have some submissions and uses those gangly arms and limbs to help him scramble on the ground. So the scrambles in this one might be fun. As far as the striking goes, Costa's way better than Erosa, faster, hits harder. Erosa's got a weird striking style in that it's just kind of slow. It's slowing on the outside. Again, respectable 3-fight win streak at 35 years of age, but anybody would have beaten Darren Elkins at this point in his career. Did beat Christian Rodriguez easier than Costa did. I'll give him that. And then beat Ricardo Ramos, which, you know, decent win given where Julian Erosa is in his career. Lost to Padilla, no shame in that. Padilla's actually pretty good. Alex Caceres. I mean, they're both old guys, so battle of the old guys. I'm probably picking Caceres over Julian Erosa, even if they did that again. Shit, I'd probably pick, honestly. Fuck, I mean, Caceres against Costa. I'd probably still pick Costa, but it would go the distance, and Caceres would win a round. So, we're going with Costa on this one. If it goes 3 rounds, Julian Erosa might even win the third, because that's how bad Costa gassed in third. He's like the fucking Imavov of 145. I know, but again, 18-9 record. He's had a lot of fights. They're having a rave inside the Apex. Milky got that Gaziev cardio. He's got the Imavov cardio. He's got that Dolidze cardio. I picked Paul Craig to win, and I put $2 on him. But that's my throwaway pick of the card. This is all one big prelim. We all love us some Craig here at the City Light Project. Melky versus the third round. How does Paul Craig look like an Andrew Tate supporter? 31. I mean, what does an Andrew Tate supporter look like? 31-11 versus 23-7 is the Unk fight of the night. Melky good. Yeah, go to Gadziev cardio. I feel like this is going to be a bad night for Erosa. Wait, what the heck's going on here? All right. Both these guys should be making their walkouts pretty quick here. If Costa wins, he should face Syed Nurmagomedov. Please, I want this fight. I'll go head-to-head and pick Erosa. Juicy J. Morales is super slept on. I think just because he hasn't fought too much. Like, he hasn't been super active. But I think he'll make some noise here tonight. Abus Magomedov is another guy. Yeah, Imavov, Dolidze, Abus Magomedov. No one's sleeping on Morales. He has all the hype, in my opinion. I don't think he has all the... I think in the community, people know how good he is, but he just hasn't fought enough yet in the UFC for, like, the casuals. Much like myself. They haven't even started fighting yet. They haven't even made their walkout yet, Lucas. He has that Data 5000 cardio. I will say, though, I wish I had a Data 5000 heart, because that thing just cannot stop. No matter how much no training, no matter how much he runs, no matter how many heavyweights he fights, no matter how many burgers and pizzas he eats, his heart will never die, ladies and gentlemen. Only for a minute, but then he comes back. If I have Data 5000's heart, I'd probably live past 35. I mean, maybe, Matt, look, do you know that, though? Like, do you know that Morales wasn't offered as many fights? Do you know that Morales didn't turn down some of the fights? Do you know that Morales wasn't injured? Like, I get what you're saying from, like, an outside perspective, but, like, do we actually know that the UFC hasn't tried to push Morales, but there's just other things going on? Morales beat and again, Pratas, what is the difference, Maddox? Pratas has been active, Morales hasn't. That's something. It all comes down to activity for me. I think everybody who watches the sport knows how good Morales is and his potential. I think the rest just have to see him fight more, whereas Pratas was like banging out fights. He had like 4 fights last year, right? True, but I say that more because of the fighting nerd shit and the other guy. See, I don't think maybe a little bit of the fighting nerds, but I think it's because of his activity, right? I think there's a possibility that he could win, but I don't think he's going to. It's about time he started to work on his cardio. Morales wasn't flatlining people every month. Good point. So that's just the thing. I think, like, yeah, we know how good he is, but we just got to see him more, right? Activity is key. Well, activity and the outcome of the fights. Not outcome. Activity and obviously like highlights from the fight are gonna carry you. Morales is fighting Burns, way bigger of a star than Pratas has ever fought. I mean, name value, yes. Name value, yes, but Ian Gary's better than Burns right now. Let's be honest. I'm not sure. Charlie Arnold is fine as a motherfucker. They're the hottest team right now, in my opinion. Look how many people are wearing those glasses, right? I mean, his hand. Cool. Yo, what's up, Mr. Quake? I've never played that game, by the way. Gary's pretty solid. Current name, in my opinion, higher ranked. And I hate Gary. Again, this Gilbert Burns is not the Gilbert Burns we saw fight Chimaev, man. Wrist injury. Costa always with a different hairdo. Honestly, he's repping the combat casual freaking blonde hair. I mean, honestly, it looks like he's fighting in Japan right now. He did snag a round or more from the current champ, though, but faded. All right. I'm excited to see Morales, though, continue to fight. And, like, Santos is another one who, like, he's got a lot of potential, but bro's just got to throw more fucking shots, man. All right, here comes Julian Erosa, who I believe is a tough alumni, right? Yeah, Ultimate Fighter back in 2015. And then fought once or twice in the UFC, then went to the regional scene, then went to Cage Warriors, actually lost a decision to Paddy Pimblett for the Cage Warriors title, went to Cage Sport where he won the title, then went to Dana White Contender Series, and he's been in the UFC since, right? Well, actually, he went on a 3-fight losing streak, got cut, won on the regional scene, came in for a short notice fight, and then has been back. So he's been in and out of the UFC a few times. Eric Nixick in his corner. I think Yusuff is a tremendous underdog, and I dropped a couple bucks on him. Is this me or Gilbert Burns starting to look like Gilbert Melendez? Yusuff is a hell of a live dog, super well-rounded, and more UFC experience. Yeah, I think Erosa wins. Let's go Hunter RO Sports. I think Sodiq got it by decision, but if Mairon gets him round 1-2, he could submit. I think if it goes the distance. I like Sodiq because he throws volume. I think Santos has a higher ceiling and is a little bit more dangerous, but Sodiq can knock guys out, and Sodiq's going to walk you down and throw shots. Or just pressure you. Whereas Santos has shown in the past that he just wants to be fancy and he wants that walk-off knockout, that perfect, picture-perfect shot where it's like sometimes you got to get into a fight, right? Can't just pick your shot. I got Juicy J. There's a KO, the regional scene where the guy got hit barely by the jab and acted like he got flatlined. Which show? I'm very interested in how Yusuff does up a weight class. He's taken a lot of damage throughout his career, and his chin is done. His chin is done. It's funny because he was winning the fight before he lost. He was winning the fight before he lost. All right, both these fighters are in the cage now, guys. Moisés go night. And I was like, oh, damn, Moisés is actually landing some good leg kicks. He's landing some good hooks. Oh, he landed a left hook and, oh, countered and super necessary. Out. I'll be lucky to make my money back tonight. Yo, you just need to drop just a little bit on fucking Paul Craig and just trust that he gets the fucking... Okay, I can't even finish that sentence. Please, Paul Craig, get one more win in the UFC, please. It was all good till it was bad. Some random Austria promotion. I've never... Like, Paul Craig's one of those fighters who gets you so hyped to the fight. Stare downs, weigh-ins, fucking press conferences, only to come in there and pull guard. If he wasn't cool, he'd be Kron Gracie. But at least he's a cool guy, so super necessary. Let's go. All right, Herb Dean is back. Dude, I haven't seen Herb Dean in the UFC for a while. He's been busy in freaking Thailand. Tender Juicy J. Unsteered chalk, Melky costs. Round 1.
Let's get it all.
4:52. Erosa walking forward. Low kick by Costa. Oh, he was doing ACA? Usually he doesn't do ACA, so that's curious. Usually they have their friggin' ACA judges who, like, these fucking unks who never separate guys off the cage. Let's go Costa. Front kick by Costa. Julian Erosa catching it, looking for the takedown, but unable to get it. Yo, what's up? Noop Snob, good to see you. Dude, one of the best fight cards of all time. 409. New Year's Eve, baby, 2024. Or was it 2023? Oh, body kick by Costa. Costa with the left hand. Could we not hear at least last fight Morales? Dude, come on, this is 2025 on YouTube. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy, right? You're a smart guy. Costa looking paler than before. If Costa wins, my wife gonna... Oh, Jesus. That's fucked up. I'll never forget it because of you. 335. It's crazy that there's actual gamblers out there who are like that. Not real fight fans, if you ask me. 323. Just fucking degenerates. 318. Oh, nice Superman punch by Costa. Oh, Costa with a high kick. Costa rocked him. Pretty sure being in the UFC has afforded him treatment for his skin condition. That's awesome. Oh, left hook by Erosa and Costa with the left as well. Dude, Erosa was wobbly there. He ate a shin to the head, but still was able to throw a shot. Exactly. That's Lucas. 244. The dog and wife beater. Winner's mentality, put the whole house on burns. Wobbly pop, drank and survived. Oh, Costa with the right and left. 225. Okay, because I've never seen him do an ACA event before. They got their own refs. Oh! Costa with the left. Julian Erosa missed there and with the takedown, and Costa trying to capitalize. Another right hand. Looking for the knee there as well. Erosa on the back foot. Pace yourself, Melky. He gets too excited. He's swinging the fences. Erosa's chin is always 50% worse in the first. That is a funny but accurate observation. Erosa with the left hook. 1 minute, 46 seconds. Costa with the left hand. You should hire me just to yell that at him. Oh, another right hand by Erosa. Costa keeps dropping that left hand. Right jab by Costa. I'll learn it in Portuguese too. Walking forward is Erosa. Keeping Costa outside that center line. Oh! Jumping back kick, and it looked like it almost hit Erosa in the balls, but, he was... Herb Dean checking on him, but Erosa said, no, I'm okay. Shout out to Erosa. What a dog. Low kick by Costa. Oh, that's...
That shit beautiful than the
Oh, big left hook by Costa. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, Costa with the left hook. 43 seconds. That comment of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Comment of the night. Erosa looking for a double leg. Trying to pick up Costa. Can Costa defend? Costa doing a good job defending, but Erosa finishes the takedown with 30 seconds left. Oh, wait, that's not Patchy Mix. It's a mix of Patchy. 15 seconds on the clock. Yeah, Erosa. Fun round, man. Erosa can somehow, some way still take a punch. Oh, nice right hand by Erosa from the top. Oh, Costa with a friggin' up kick. And of course, Erosa took it. All right, so Costa won that round despite the late takedown. I'm honestly more impressed with how much damage Erosa took and didn't go down. Costa's got to keep that left hand up, though, man. He's got to keep that left hand up. Costa. Costa's toes bleeding, I think. That's mixed patches. Costa more damage. Yep. But fun first round. Fun first round. All right. Round 2 coming up. Milky got to keep off the cage too. Yeah. Erosa's doing a good job of walking him down. It's awkwardly. It's almost like he's limping forward, but like nothing's wrong with his legs. Costa needs to submit Erosa because he's going to gas out in round 3. Costa's going to win. Damn myself. Oh, one round, guys. One round. There's 3 rounds. How I thought his toes were... Oh, you thought his toes were bleeding too? Oh, they are. Left foot. The doctors looked at it, and it looks like we're okay to go. Probably a small cut. Feet bleed a lot if cut. Costa going to win. 448. High kick, swing and miss by Erosa. Nice 1-2 by Costa. Oh, another step back 1-2 by Costa. Costa body kick. Perhaps. Right hand by Costa. Right jab by Costa, but he's tagged with the right hook by Erosa. Oh, 1-2 by Costa. Right through the center, and Erosa says, come on, come on. It's but a scratch. 'Tis a scratch. Right, straight right by Costa. Costa, left hook landed. Erosa looking for the takedown. Nice takedown by Erosa. Costa holding on to the neck with that left hand. Lands on his butt and is looking to try to get back up to his feet. Costa got that speed advantage. Yep. Costa, guillotine. Guillotine. 355. He's not yanking on it too hard, though, and his right arm is under the armpit of Erosa, so he doesn't have the tightest grip there. Okay, now he's readjusting, though. 340. And he's not squeezing here. The right arm is free. Just kind of holding on to the neck. Probably going to use this to try to get back up to his feet. 330. Erosa still holding on to the torso. Costa back up to his feet, and Erosa again holding on to the body here, looking to try to drag Costa back to the ground. Gilly D is the best and worst D at the same time. He loves that Gilly. 313. Costa stepping on his Achilles is actually kind of a based move. Let's go marble cake. Jeez. Tiramisu. 3 minutes on the clock. Costa up on his feet, underhooks. Took some Costa minus 130 live. Knee to the body by Erosa. Good old foot stomp by Costa. Costa looking solid. 243. Uh-oh. Costa looked up at the clock. Please don't be gassing. Gotta love the foot stomps, baby. 235. Feels right every time, though. I was so happy to learn Dustin jumps it a lot in practice because it's my only D once I'm off my feet. Watch out for the Gilly because you're going to turn into a Philly. Oh, Costa with the reversal, but didn't capitalize on the ground. A nice left hand by Costa. He wants to keep this on the feet. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Erosa could foot stomp Costa's bad foot. That is true, Shane. He should be thinking about that, to be honest. Left by Costa, but he's tagged by straight right by Erosa because he keeps dropping that freaking... I guess it's his left hand. I said it was his right hand earlier, but his left hand. Erosa eats a straight right. 1-2 by Costa. Erosa with the left hook. Dude, Erosa's landing these hooks because Costa's settling to be on the back foot outside that center line. Erosa, let's go. Costa with the 1-2. Feel like a noob doing it, but fuck it. Once it sinks, it's worth it every time. Costa looks so small, bro. What the fuck? Lucas just hates Costa and his wife, dude. And this sport, I think. Wonder if Costa's cardio issues stem from his autoimmune disease. I'm not sure. Erosa is just a big 145er. 119. Oh, knee by Costa. Erosa with a nice right hand. Oh, a nice right elbow by Erosa. Oh, Erosa hurt him with that right hand. Costa with the left, but Erosa, man, backing him up is Herb Dean checking on him again. We're checking on Costa this time, and he says that he's okay. Bro, anyone who goes for foot stomps gets +5 aura points for me. And Erosa going for the takedown, and Costa with the reversal here. Erosa looking for an elbow from the bottom. Getting back up to his feet as Erosa, and they each land some hooks on each other. Fun fight. Sloppy as hell, but fun fight. Nice left hand by Costa. Erosa's actually outstriking him this round, guys, but let's be honest, Costa's getting the better of the strikes, and it is close, 28-21. Oh, left by Costa, but Erosa still walking forward. 23 seconds, and it's thrown in the pocket right now. Costa with the walk-in knee. Right, or left uppercut by Costa. This turning into a brawl, ladies and gentlemen. Fight of the night candidate. Usman's got Max Aura. Sidekick by Erosa, but he walks into a left by Costa. Costa with the right. Costa with the left. Erosa looking for that left-handed knee. Oh! Erosa lands a left hook. And that is it for the round. What a fucking round, man. Fight of the night incoming. Costa looks so good, and his gas tank looks a lot better. Usually, knocks on wood. Let's go. 2-0 Costa. But I love to see Julian Erosa fight like this, man. Giving no fucks. Walking forward. Good fight. Oh my God. 2018 Costa. He's still outstriking Erosa. In total, strikes are pretty even at the end of that round, and Costa did more damage. Erosa could have been dropped him late. He could have stole that back. Yep. This will go the distance because Ian Parker bet under 2.5. Them the rules. 2-0 Costa. Solid fight for sure. Zombie third round incoming. All right, here we go. Third and final round. It's not 1-1. No one said it was 1-1. Who said it was 1-1? Literally, who said it was 1-1? Great fighter. Erosa has no power. He's landing. This card has been super solid. Literally, who said it was 1-1? That is the question. 4 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock. I put money on Julian Erosa. Does he still have a chance to win? Chance, yes. The strike showed that Erosa outstruck him round because he did. Doesn't mean he won the round. He didn't land the better shots. 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Knee to the body by Erosa. Until the final bell, he's got a shot. I hear no bell. 4 minutes. In the clinch right now. That's the craziest statement I've ever seen in my life, ladies and gentlemen. This is mixed martial arts. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. To assume that you think anything can't happen is crazy, my man. Do I think Costa's up? Yes, but we got one more round and Erosa just up-kicked him. 3 minutes and 34. Oblique kick by Costa. Because honestly, Erosa's looked better than I thought he would coming into this fight. So 316. Tommy the Machine Gun learned about street fighting that day from Mr. Balboa. Oh, a nice right hand by Erosa. Erosa keeping Melky on the back foot. Erosa with another right hand. Nice right elbow by Erosa. Yo, Superior Erosa, baby. Thank you so much, Raphael. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you. Nice right elbow by Erosa. Knee by Erosa. Bro, Erosa's fighting like this is open scoring, and he knows he's down 2 rounds. Costa also throwing in the pocket. Thank you so much, Raphael, for always renewing your membership, joining us on every single stream. And thank you so much for the donation, my man. You're far too kind. Not enough, to be perfectly honest. Oh, Costa with a nice right and left. Straight right by Erosa. Oh, Costa cracked Erosa when Erosa was swinging with that right hand. Let him go. Thank you again, buddy. Appreciate you. Costa with the left, but didn't land clean. Oh, Erosa with the right hand. Erosa with another right hand. Erosa with the right uppercut. Dude, Erosa is so far. We're only 3 minutes into this round, but so far in this third round, he's getting the better of Costa. Just absolutely pressuring him up against the cage. You're just throwing like a fucking zombie. Costa on the back foot again. 1 minute and 48 seconds. Erosa slow as hell swinging, but he's landing. 1 minute and 41 seconds. Costa doing his best to evade these shots, but Erosa with a straight right. Dude, Erosa's going full zombie. Costa with a nice left. Oh my God. Costa lands a left. Double right by Erosa. They're literally throwing in the pocket. Right by Erosa. Costa misses with the left. This is how you gas each other out here. Now Costa's starting to slow down here because Erosa's dragging him into deep water. They're in the clinch. Some dirty boxing. Right hands by each of them. Left by Costa. Costa with the right uppercut. Back at center. Left hook by Costa. Erosa with the straight left. Oh! Body kicks by Costa! Fight of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and Juicy J kind of falls to the ground. Was looking for the up kick. Back up to his feet. 43 seconds. I think, honestly, Erosa's going to win this round, but Costa's going to win the fight. But they're both going to get a bonus for this one. 31 seconds on the clock. That did not suck. Oh! Erosa! A couple more right hands. Erosa, I mean, great game plan here. Just walk him down. Nice knee by Costa. Front kick by Erosa. What a fight, dude. Shout out to Juicy J, man. Left by Costa, and it takes 2 to tango, man. He's looked good as well. Nice right by Costa. Spinning back fist attempt by Juicy J. Left by Costa. Right by Juicy J. Spinning back fist by Juicy J. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Fight of the fucking night. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Costa won the first 2 rounds. Erosa won the third. We all fucking won, dude. He's actually a zombie. Knowing Dana, it'll be a $5 Sears gift card. Is Sears even a thing in the United States? 29-28 Melky and fight of the night. Erosa looking like me playing a UFC game. Wowee, let's go. Juicy J decision. I don't think he's going to get the decision, but his stock continues to rise regardless. 2-1 for Marble Boy. Erosa. 29-28 Costa. I mean, we're still awaiting the official decision. Fight of the night looked like 2 sloppy drunks at a local watering hole. Dude, that was fucking awesome. Juicy J had 103 significant strikes. Costa had 100 because Juicy J outstruck him in the second round narrowly. But Costa had the better strikes. Like, it was clear as day. Like, he hurt him a little bit more. But the third round was all Erosa. The third round, Erosa won. I mean, Costa definitely, like, struck with him in the pocket, but Erosa outstruck him in the first 3 minutes. I think he was, like, always hanging around 10 or 15 more. What a great fight. What a great fight. Julian Erosa is an absolute G, not Nagi. Costa 29-28, but Juicy J did not give a single fucking. I love him for that. I mean, Dana White's not even watching right now, if we're going to be perfectly honest. This is the Apex. Holy shit, the bat from Little Nicky. Love that movie. And unanimous decision, Melky Costa. I mean, even Julian Erosa, like, good display of respect. They know they put on a hell of a fucking show for us here. Shout out to Julian Erosa. Shout out to Melky Costa. That was an awesome fight, guys. That was an awesome fight. Erosa missed more than he landed, but it worked in round 3, 100%. No robbery, damn. That was a great fight, man. That was a great fight. You know what I love is Julian Erosa is still showing that, like, he still fights in the sloppy, gangly-ass Julian Erosa way, but it's so much fucking fun when he fights against someone who's game to fight that exact same style, right? And Melky Costa went, all right, you want to fight like we're in a UFC 5 video game? Let's fucking go, bro. And the Costa live hits. Yo, what's up, Mikey P? Just joined halfway through the third. What a fight. Both got big chins, man. And Erosa got cracked pretty hard, never faltered, especially in the first round. He made that a war. No. Come on, man. You're watching this. You're watching this. You watched the first 2 rounds. Every fight Costa makes me a bigger fan. 2025 Costa is 2020 Kevin Holland. Erosa had an amazing third round. Second round, he had a good round too, but Costa did way more damage. And in the first round, Costa clearly won. You use draft picks at all? Draft picks? You mean DraftKings? No, I don't bet, dude. Well, I don't really bet. I drop like $2 to $5 on some good underdogs every now and then. I'm a fan of the sport. I'm not a gambler. You got to be a badass to push Costa back like that. That was a great fight, Master Jays. That was a great fight. I think we just had some we had Erosa fans in the chat, which, dude, Juicy J, man, what a fight. What a fight. All right. Next fight coming up. I can't believe we only have 4 more fights left on the card. Next, we got Dustin Stoltzfus against Nursulton Ruziboev. Say a prayer for Stoltzfus, ladies and gentlemen, because yes, he knocked out Marc-Andre Barrios, but he's not knocking out Ruziboev, right? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Especially now that Ruziboev is done with the 170 experiment, ladies and gentlemen. It just ain't gonna happen. I mean, this UFC card did start early. Why did Quebec put out the rule set saying no bent elbows or knee attacks? They were capping because I def saw the elbows and knees. Because Quebec didn't want it, but the only rule that was officially changed in the province under the commission's complaints, Mikey P, was the foot stomps. So everything ultimately was allowed at the end of the day except for the foot stomps, which is hilarious. Darth Rigatoni! Yeah, I think the foot stomps was... And again, I'm like 95% sure on this. I think the foot stomps were the only thing that were officially employed as you cannot do. I think everything else the commission pushed back on because Quebec is fucked, man. You can box in Quebec since the beginning of Canada's time, yet jiu-jitsu was legalized 3 years ago? Like, dude, what the fuck? Autistic little asshole, but he's our autistic little asshole. Quebec, again, man, they're their own breed out there. I love them. I love them like my brothers. I love them like my sisters, but they are a little fucked in the head. Quebec seems beautiful, but it's pretty backwards. Montreal's beautiful. Dude, northern Quebec, like, it's as hick as, you know, your stereotypical southern states or northern Canadian towns, man. It's almost a different world. It kind of like Newfoundland and Vancouver Island. It's kind of just a different vibe there. But Quebec's is like very much like in your face. Quebec don't got anything on new again. The new fees in that area, they are a fun bunch as well. Costa won. Give them 100K each. I posted a screenshot in the Discord of the official commission's rules posted yesterday. Wonder if the UFC got him to change it today. Perhaps. PFL got University of Utah to make a one-time exception to sell their beer in the stadium because no way fans would go without beer. Dude, I wonder, do you think like the NHL team must do that as well, right? There's no way that the Utah Mammoths don't sell beer in their arena. I got Stoltzfus next. How the fuck do you have less than 10 likes unless my shit is wrong? These motherfuckers need to smash that like button. Yeah, people just ain't smashing the like button today. Upset City incoming. Ruziboev with the 50-fight record. Jeez. Again, a lot of cans, but a lot of good fighters as well. Get both them out of the fucking apex and give Costa a ranked opponent. I agree. All right. Next fight here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Ruziboev against Dustin Stoltzfus. I actually like don't hate this matchup. I don't think like everyone's like, oh man, they're literally throwing Dustin Stoltzfus to the wolves. They're feeding to it's like, yeah, they're giving him a hard matchup, but like Stoltzfus he's not a bad fighter. He's not great, but he's not a bad fighter by any means. They don't play in the University of Utah Stadium. Maverick Arena is different. The school is big time donor made it a rule, no alcohol in the school stadium. So, okay. I thought it was just like a state thing where I was like, at sporting events, you like, I'm pretty sure at the Olympics, Salt Lake City, they were selling beers and anyways, okay. That makes more sense. I think, it's just the University Stadium that doesn't sell beer like the NHL and NBA Stadium. I'm assuming, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, how do you even make money if you don't sell fucking overpriced beer at a fucking sporting event? Ruzi on the gas. Stoltzfus flatline Marco Andre. I know, bro, and it hurt my fucking soul. Mormons just want to have all the wives and no other fun. You know what, though? I think it kind of balances out. at that point. All the wives, no issues. Well, maybe you have a lot of issues. Who knows? I don't have any Mormon friends. I had one... I dated a girl in college whose sister, like, didn't escape like you escape Scientology, but, like, you know, had to kind of make an Irish goodbye, we'll say. Just a partial party. I don't want one wife, let alone fucking 5, bro. Oh. Too much responsibility and expectation. I won't be able to watch enough fights. That's the thing. All right. Nursulton Ruziboev against Dustin Stoltzfus. We'll bring up Tapology for this one. Let me know your pick, guys. I know a few of you have already. Ruziboev, 35-9-2 as a pro 4 and 1 in his last 5 fights. A loss to Joaquin Buckley at 170, but came back and got a nice knockout against Eric Mikonico. Out of Uzbekistan, he has been very active, throughout his MMA career. Trains out of Philadelphia now. 13 KO TKOs, 20 submissions, 2 decisions. Like, what the fuck, bro? 3-1 in the UFC, 1-1 in ACB, but like I said, he's fought WEF, he's fought in Octagon, Alash Pride, Brave. I mean, he's got titles in so many leagues I don't even know of, but titles upon titles upon titles. He's actually, you know, learned how to lose. He lost to Murad Ramazanov, who's a good fighter. Lost against guys he probably shouldn't have lost too early in his career, but recently, especially before coming into the UFC, was on a hell of a run. He's very well-rounded. He's big for the division. I mean, he was massive for 170. He's big for 185. He moves well. And what I like about him the most is he attacks. Whether he's on the feet, he tries to go for the finish and hurt you. When he's on the ground, he tries to submit you or go for the ground and pound. He doesn't really like sit back at all, right? Dustin Stoltzfus 16-6 as a pro, win one, lose one type of fighter. He's 3-2 in his last 5 fights. 3 KO, TKO, 6 submissions, 6 decisions, 3-5 in the UFC. I mean, he just hasn't really beaten anyone of note, and you got to beat the Kyle Dawkises. You got to beat the Gerard Meerschaerts. You got to beat the Abus Magomedovs, right? And he just can't. He just can't. So I think Nursulton beats him. I mean, like, Stoltzfus is well-rounded. Nursulton is more well-rounded, and his nickname is Black. Who's guy think he is? Fucking Goku in 2020 or 2015 or... I don't even know when that shit came out. Fucking racist-ass Goku. Anyways. I'm going with Ruziboev. I actually don't know if he's racist or not. There's just some funny-ass fucking memes about Goku Black that come up, and I don't even understand the context, but it's hilarious. Anyways. They get high on soda in Utah. A lot of people drink 1 to 2 gallons per day, and occasionally you see shopping carts of 20 full packs. Sugar will kill you just like alcohol, bye. They're doing fast food places that just sell soda because Mormons can't drink coffee or tea or have caffeine, but they can have caffeine if it's in soda. That's so fucked, dude. So they can have nicotine if it's via the patch or if they snort it, but they can't smoke cigarettes? Cedric Dumas don't even get mentioned in the UFC highlights now. Well, A, he's kind of a piece of shit. And B, he's not that great of a fighter. The UFC needs to get gangster about the Apex and hire someone to burn it down on some insurance fraud. And when they rebuild it, make it big enough for a full-size octagon, like 1,000 to 2,500 fans. Aren't they doing that? Or aren't they like expanding the UFC training facility? First 2 rounds, Ruzi decision, or 3 rounds, Stoles. Again, if you guys want to throw up, sign me up, Jandy. Don't bro shows legs. Hockey from home's not here, so I just might actually. Gandhi was racist. Which one? The one in God, what's the show? They canceled him. Shane, what's the show that you were bugging me about watching for so long? Then Clone High. I got Black. That name profile because Savage Ezra's dad better change it if she interviews with City Life. Wait till Mormons find out about the Zins. Oh my god. I wish they would just put in like even 1,000 seats, right? Clone High. Brazil waiting here for Dorino Burns. What's up, Pedro? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're almost there, dude. 2 more fights after this. He really was racist, which is wild to think of because he's viewed so positive, but he was open about. Dude, not just that, okay? Not just that. There's a lot of fucking Shrek-style layers to peel off when it comes to fucking Gandhi. Let's just say that. He wrote some good words and overall had some decent life views, but like, let's just say that this man was... he was no prophet or saint, bro. Oh. And if he pulled some of the shit he pulled back then in 2025, bro would have been canceled, man. Dumas could have been Gordon's first project. Oh, man. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I studied religious studies in university. And, yeah. He's no Terry Fox, bud. Let's go.
Exactly.
God, that fucking tickles my fancy, Mystic. Dude, Terry Fox is the greatest Canadian athlete of all time, and it's not even close. Terry Fox is the greatest Canadian athlete of all time, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts, dude. He's the fucking GOAT. Step aside, Gretzky. Step aside, Crosby. Yeah. 445. Clone High Gandhi, though, is the GOAT. Ruziboev. Couple feints. Okay, they said Ruziboev's actually fought some pro boxing as well. Looking for that front kick. Oh, nice low kick by Ruziboev. Man, there's some pop on that kick. Into the win is a top 5 ESPN 30 for 30. It's so good. 409. Oh, all good, Masters J. There was one. Who the fuck was it, chat? Oh, overhand right by Ruziboev, but Stoltzfus, kind of ate it and then blitzed in. Stoltzfus looks like kind of a more compressed fucking Luke Rockhold. Oh, nice right and left by Ruziboev. Yes, flopping around. Very weird stuff. 336. 6'5", no matter what happens in this fight, he's winning at life. Dude, I know, man. From a guy who's well under 6 feet tall. Oh, Stoltzfus rocked him! Stoltzfus to the right hand. Rocked Ruziboev. Ruziboev landed 2 big shots. And Stoltzfus pulling guillotine! Stoltzfus pulling guillotine! Rolling nose Ruziboev. Stoltzfus holding on to it. 312. Oh my God, reverse guillotine. Ruziboev, he's breathing though. He's breathing and he's looking to try to fight that right hand. Was that a tap? He's just grabbing Stoltzfus' ass. He's got to push that hip away. Almost seemed like it was over. How's this motherfucker even awake or even make welterweight? Or how does this motherfucker ever make welterweight? Oh, and a reversal by Ruziboev. He broke the hands. Grabbing the bussy. It's not under the chin yet. I mean, the fight just started. Stoltzfus tagged Ruziboev with a good shot and dropped him and then went for the gilly. But now Ruziboev is working in his guard. Yes, Roundtree popped and it was awarded a championship shot. It wasn't Roundtree I was thinking of. Like, it was a guy who, like it popped and it was... Look, I don't want to say it was intentional, but like... And maybe Roundtree's was intentional too. I don't know. He obviously said it's not, but I know Roundtree did, but wasn't there somebody else too? That's not who I was thinking of, but yes, Roundtree did pop, which honestly he shouldn't be punished for. He should be praised for. Oh, it was a head clash. Okay, I thought Stoltzfus dropped him as well. Silly goose. Back up to his feet right now is Stoltzfus. He's looking for that left single leg. Chelsonen thinks he taps. So does Overeem. I wouldn't grapple anyone whose name ends in ev or ov. Silly goose. 1 minute and 8 seconds. Was looking for an elbow there with Stoltzfus. Doesn't land. And Ruziboev with the step back right. So does Alistair. Yep. I clearly felt the tap. Nice knee by Stoltzfus. Do we know if judges get clarity on those clashes like they do in boxing? I hope so. Oh, nice. Spinning heel kick attempt by Ruziboev, but missed and almost got caught with the right hand. 45 seconds. Left hook by Ruziboev. You can definitely see that Ruziboev is boxed. Oh, right hand by Ruziboev. Another right hand by Ruziboev. 33 seconds. Oh, right uppercut by Ruziboev. He is leading with his head, though, man. No wonder they clashed heads before. Oh, left hook by Ruziboev. 24 seconds. Stoltzfus was looking for that trip takedown. Can't get it. Clinching right now. How do you fucking prepare to fight someone like this? 15 seconds. They don't have a screen in front of them, no. But they might see it on like the Jumbotron, I guess. Just me or commentary, PMO. I don't think Ruziboev was close to getting choked out. Not going to lie. Well, I mean, he was in the choke for a while. And that is it for the first round. Good to see you, Ethan. They do between rounds. Okay, if it's seen, I believe, but maybe I'm wrong. They should just do like boxing and say it right away, because when cuts involved, it sways opinions with blood. 100%. Spar light heavyweights. Stoltzfus never gets finished lightly. It's always some vicious KO. He is game. He is game. All right, end of the first round. Ruziboev spamming the same combos like a video game. I think they made it out to be a bit closer than it was. All right, round 2, guys. Is he still training in Germany? Let me see. I'm not sure, to be honest, but he did fight in We Love MMA, which is there's a horrendous name, almost as bad as what was that one, Virtue MMA or something like that. Good, man, good. Full day of fights, can't complain. We got a late night with some Pancrase blood, 30 plus fights tonight on one card. It should be awesome. We're round 2. But yeah, hope all is well. Hope you're enjoying the weekend, sir. Yeah, but he's got a KO with that combo, Chris, so go to the well with it. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Front kick by Stoltzfus. Some feints here early. Spinning heel kick and blocked by Stoltzfus, but that was on target. It's free, buddy. Nice right uppercut by Ruziboev, but Stoltzfus lands the right hand. Now Stoltzfus looking for that single leg. It's on cable, man. 408. Looking for that left single leg of Stoltzfus. 30 plus fights. Hopefully they have a last call for alcohol, or that could get quite unruly. Honestly, 30 plus fights in 4 hours. The pacing and the fights are amazing. It's working. Cable. Don't ask for a fucking link when it's on cable, brother. That's crazy. You're crazy. And you're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. 3 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Very accurate spinning heel kick for a tall guy. Let's go Stoltzfus. And Stoltzfus, is the blood coming from his nose or is he cut near the eye? Stoltzfus in the top position. Ended up getting the takedown in that exchange in half guard. Yeah, if you landed clean, that'd be a problem. Ruziboev discarding the skill must be everyone's worst nightmare, just his frame alone. Okay, I guess it's his nose. They just showed the replay. 306. Yo, I'm not going to keep answering your question, man. I said it's on cable. 2 minutes, 56 seconds on the clock. Painting the canvas red. The Leafs can eat a dick, but if them and the Oilers make it to the cup, is it worth it? No. Dude, Canada's not winning a cup. Like, it makes no sense to me when Americans are like, oh, Canada doesn't win a cup. Bro, Canada's not competing for a Stanley Cup. They're all international teams competing for a Stanley Cup. So I don't get this fucking Canada shit. And furthermore, I don't give a fuck about the Canadian teams as a result because they're not Canadian teams. They are international teams. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So who gives a fuck if any Canadian team wins? I don't. I only care if they win gold, baby. 2 minutes and 12 seconds. When does Jubilee fight? So fuck the Maple Leafs and fuck the Oilers, bro. I'd way rather Dallas win the cup than either of those teams. Trying to grab that neck there is Stoltzfus again. 1 minute 55 seconds. Oh, nice left to the body. Ruziboev back in the top position. Was able to reverse. There was a good scramble there. Stoltzfus did try to go for the submission again, but Ruziboev, nice knee to the body. When does Jubilee fight? I couldn't find it on cable, so I'm streaming live by Detroit, Michigan, if that matters. 1 minute and 20 seconds. 1 minute and 16. If you guys don't know how to watch fight nights in 2025, you got bigger issues. That's all I'm saying. Oh, big right hand by Ruziboev. Because I'm not watching it. I'm not gatekeeping. Hey, hands out of the fucking cage, Ruziboev. Hands out of the fucking cage. I'm not gatekeeping anything. This is free. 55 seconds on the clock. Didn't think this was going to be this type of fight on the ground. I mean, this fight's been everywhere, to be perfectly honest, Mike. Oh, big left by Ruziboev. 44 seconds. Dustin could have taken that round if he's just been satisfied with the top position, but I got it 2-0 Ruziboev. 37 on the clock. Any hockey fan knows that under 20s is the best international tournament anyhow. Yes!
Exactly that.
Now looking to get his back, but a good job by Stoltzfus. If it goes the fucking distance, I lose $300. 10 seconds left, and a great end of the second round by Ruziboev. I like how he's just attacking anywhere on the ground. If he has to knee the body, if he has to elbow the body. Oh, looking for an uppercut on the ground was Ruziboev. Oh, damn, look at that cut. The left side of Stoltzfus' nose is sliced open. Great fight. I mean, there's been some fun stand-up. There's been some good ground and pound. There's been some really good scrambles. Really good mixed martial arts fight here. All right. Round 3 coming up, guys. Round 3. 32 significant strikes for Ruziboev. 9 by Stoltzfus, but 23 landed. Each of them, you know, there have been a lot of scrambles. Pretty much the same amount of control time. Each of them have 1 takedown. Stoltzfus with the submission attempt, though, from that first round guillotine. I don't think it has anything to do with his religion, Matt X. But his finger should be cut off. 1-1. I think Dustin won the first because he almost got the guillotine. He needs to stay on the feet and just go for it. I got an idea that's better than the U20. What's that? John Jones is the greatest fighter of all time. He was until he started to act like a little bitch. Not in the cage, but outside the cage. I mean, probably, but I mean, you're not allowed to fight in basketball, so like, it's not even a real sport. Ruziboev will win. 4 nations out fucking doors. That would be sick. That would be sick. Round 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it all.
4 minutes and 40 seconds. I never thought that the most dangerous and badass man on the planet would turn into this. Disappointed, man. I watched him on the regional scene before he even like made it to the UFC. Because my dad was obsessed. He was like, dude, you got to watch this kid. You got to watch this kid. Oh, nice right hand by Stoltzfus as Ruziboev slipped upon throwing that low kick. It should be 8 nations, yes. Or even 6, but that is true. That is true. An outdoor NHL tourney. 404. It just sucks, man, because like this is the John Jones I remember. Who was and maybe he's not scared, but like, what the fuck is this? 3 minutes and 51 seconds. If you don't want to fight anymore, don't fight anymore. 346, missing with the right hand of Stoltzfus as Ruziboev initiated the takedown, but separated. How's your day going, by the way, Seth? Ruziboev from your city. Let's go. He's looking good. Nice right hand. Cocaine and his wife fear him. Yeah. Oh, another big shot by Ruziboev. Still relatively light on his feet. Right hand by Ruziboev. Another right hand. Dude, Stoltzfus is walking into that straight right every single time. Spinning heel kick again. 4 times he's thrown it. Twice it's been accurate. Dustin looks fucked up. 10-8s them both still. Crazy to think he actually made 170, right? Oh, big right hand by Ruziboev. Stoltzfus just cannot get into the pocket here right now. Ruziboev's keeping him on the outside, landing that big right hand. Looking for his own spinning heel kick there was Stoltzfus. Ruziboev with the high kick. No, but I get that, but you can't. I'm sorry. That's not how legacy of athletes work. You don't separate fucking eras. 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Oh, counter right by Stoltzfus. Nice left by Ruziboev. But, yeah, like, when Jones was on the rise, man, it was awesome. And like I said, I was a big fan. And it's not like I am not a fan of, you know, when he was in his prime. It's just like, he has made me not a fan anymore. Obviously because of the stuff outside, but like, just from the fighter point of view and his performances, it's like, dude, I don't give a fuck anymore. And you beat up old man Stipe, but you didn't look that great doing it. Let's be perfectly honest. So I'm just like, fuck, man. Let's just get it over with. Pull the Band-Aid off, win or lose, and let's fucking move on. Stoltzfus got the takedown, by the way. 1 minute 42 seconds on the clock, and he is in half guard. 130. He's going to have to do more damage, Maddox. He's definitely not doing enough damage to steal it yet. I hope Stoltzfus can win. He's got to do more damage, guys. How do you let him take you down? Come on. Yeah, Stoltzfus wants to steal this. He's got to do more damage because right now Ruziboev's holding on to that, his shoulders and just keeping him in this position. Hey, cheers, Seth. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Even Christiani's telling Stoltzfus to work. Stoltzfus needs to land some short right elbows here. Literally, his forearm is on his face, and he's more concerned about covering his nose versus landing elbows. I'm sorry, Stoltzfus. Covering his fucking mouth so he can't breathe is not damage. Having said that, he got mount for a moment, but wasn't able to do any damage. Ruziboev rolling. Stoltzfus grabbing that neck again. We need superior rule set, man. If we had real rules, Stoltzfus could just knee Ruziboev in the head. But we have these fake-ass, garbage-ass, trash-ass rules. That he does. That he does. Oh! Stoltzfus looking for the standing guillotine of his own. Nice right elbow by Stoltzfus. I liked that a little bit. 15 seconds, spinning heel kick to the body. I don't think it was enough for Stoltzfus to win back the round, but fun third round nonetheless. Right hand by Ruziboev. I'll say this. Stoltzfus got fucking game, man. He did way better than I expected, but this should be 3 rounds to none for Ruziboev. And that does it, ladies and gentlemen. That does it. I agree you can't separate eras, so my book Jones isn't the GOAT. I was just saying that's the only way to say he's the GOAT. Ah, got you. My point exactly. Stoltzfus, how you let him take him down? Jones versus Rumble's a tragedy. It didn't happen. I know. That would have been awesome. Chasing the arm triangle. If the UFC would have pushed DJ or Aldo like Volk, they would have had done for Jones. They would all be considered the GOAT. I think Aldo, I mean, maybe they didn't push him as much as Jones, but Aldo, I think the UFC did a fine job with, like overall. DJ, no, not at all. DJ got more popular in one. Smash your guy. Yeah, you can't break up legacy. You can acknowledge errors, but legacy is the whole damn thing. Yep. Rumble would have folded. He didn't do well under pressure and never wrestled well, and I loved the dude. I'm so down bad. You see, like, Ben always does well in the regionals for betting. Can't forget Wizard Era MJ. Exactly. Even though, like, on paper, he really didn't do that bad. It just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. 2 banger fights. Dustin's a dog. Respect. Another good scrap. Stoltzfus 29-28. You think he won the second round, Matt? Aldo did a good push early. He was the face of the smaller divisions for years. 29-28. Ruzi. Jones is running like Islam. How is Islam running? Ruzi sucks? I don't think he sucks. How does he suck, Scotty boy? He put on a really good performance. Oh, MJ, and it's not even close. Stoltzfus will get the nod for the takedowns and sub attempts. Well, I mean, no, because it's a damage-based league. WC Aldo was epic, just ask Faber. Yep. And Ruziboev wins. Yeah, he won all 3 rounds. I mean, look at Stoltzfus' face, too. Outstruck him. Overall and in significant strikes. Did more damage. Those 2 sub attempts weren't enough to outweigh the damage. And he's pretty tired, too. Robbery. The ref. Wilt is the GOAT. Is not even close. Don't call me Scotty boy. Listen here, Scotty boy. Matt X, not a fan of God. Interesting. How can you be Christian and say fuck God? Wilt played with a bunch of 6-foot white guys. In the words of Matt X, fuck religion. Philly stand up. I feel Aldo's early years in the UFC were clouded by the thinking that WEC and Strike First weren't as good as UFC, even though they clearly were. 30-27, what the fuck? Might lay 100 on Craig sub. Bullshit decision. How? He won 3 rounds. He finally won a decision. I fucking hate God. Over 1.5 in weeks. Fight and Ruziboev plus 105 hits. All hits, no misses today. 3-3 so far. Yeah, I'm not a big religious guy either. But I'm not hearing my people's live chats and fuck God. But not a big religious guy either. We're but fucking sacks of water, dude. And we're gonna rot in the ground when we die. At least when I hate decisions, it's close and never because I lost money. All right, next fight coming up. I've got 1 million times more than fighting. Fighting is my god. Soft ass call out. You called out Bo Nickel? Ew. Bro said Bo Nickel. Great fight night so far. A lot of finishes and 2-3 decisions have been bangers. Agreed. Dude, I swear, like, Octagon had such a great card, and UFC was like, Octagon, hold my beer. Hold my beer. I got kicked out of church saying fuck the devil. I was so confused. I thought they hated that motherfucker. I might sound like an asshole, but stories like Terry Fox is proof God is either an asshole or fake. Yes, let him smash, bro. Let him smash. I think, like, again, not to just go down the fucking rabbit hole here. I obviously think there's a lot of good that can come from teachings and stuff like that. But again, I'm not one who subscribes to a particular lane personally. But I majored in religious studies in a part of college. So like I love the history and I love learning about it. It's super cool for me. But like, you know, I was raised in religious family as well, and most of my family is, you know, subscribes to a lane. Myself, you know, I'm the brown sheep of the family. I'm a devout superior rule set. Sean seen a few Twitter videos. We probably should have done something. I don't know. That dude makes Bisping look tiny. No way. This co-main was just canceled because Bellato is sick. Fucking Bellato, dude. I hate that guy. Oh, I can't stand him as a fighter. And now Paul Craig doesn't get to fight. Oh, that sucks. Dana is pissed. Bellato's the guy who pulled out. Oh, man. Whatever boxers wrestled in high school or college. If they didn't, none. Damn, that sucks. Paul Craig versus Bisping, send it. L's up for Bellato. I know a guy, enter Volk. Yo, where's where's Ige at? Where's Dan Ige at? They're in Vegas, right? What is Bellato's medical issue? Yes. Okay. I like that. Blockhead of a thing. Oh my god, now I can't make money. They better Craig his show up. Yup, medical issue though, so it might be the doctor who pulled him out. True. Guess we go hard on a Gilbert Burns finish. At least Paul's making that easy show money. He can come back for one more weigh-in and face-off. God, I just always root for Paul Craig because somebody's got to, bro. And he does a good job of selling his fights only to pull guard and or not be able to strike with Bo Nickel. Craig versus Ruziboev, give him round 2. Medical issues, scared of the bear Jew. Santos looks thick. Fuck yeah, bring him back ASAP. All right, Santos is big for the division. Okay, guys, I need yeah, we need Ige. Would Ige or Lineker be available? And it's not Rodolfo's fault. It's medical. All right. What do we got here? What do we got here? Me too, Amberly. Me too. I need one more. I have 3. I need one more. Tummy ache is kind of included in one of them. I need one more, guys. He went on his period this morning. Bro, straight up, Tracy Cortez said she fights through her period and it fucking sucks. But Rampage asked her about that on the podcast, which was hilarious, but based Rampage. Lower body injury. You know, Shane, that is funny. If you're a hockey fan, that's actually fucking hilarious. Yup, we're going lower body injury. Oh, any hockey fans in the chat will appreciate that answer, Shane. No, I think they're just going to keep going, Mystic. I think they're just going to keep going and end a little earlier. Because this isn't a pay-per-view. All right. Rodolfo's medical issue is Staff Denny, the shits, pulled his back grappling Nina, or lower body injury. I love that, Shane. I love that. All right, let's get to this next one, ladies and gentlemen. In the now co-main event of the evening, because fucking Paul Craig's not fighting anymore, god damn it. And yes, I had Paul Craig to win. I had $5 on that motherfucker too. Goddamn. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. It means that I can nap before we start Pancrase. So I guess that's the silver line. Make some poutine and nap. Pulled his back pulling out of Nina. Thank God this card has been so good so far, because if it wasn't, that blockhead would have been banned like Mokaev. And you know what's crazy? So many fights fizzled out. Like Evloev was supposed to fight Pico, and then Stoltzfus was supposed to fight Abdul Razak Al Hassan, and then Kuniev was supposed to fight Blade. Spivak was supposed to fight Gaziev. Hamdi was supposed to fight Usman. Jung Young Park was supposed to fight Nordiev. Like, what the fuck? Bellato did have kidney issues in 2024, so lower body injury could be legit. Oh my God. The striking ace just knows too much, and I love it. This is going to be a long break now, huh? We're going to be... Wait. Why is it a long break? Do fight nights have to make certain TV times? The poll question. Lower all the flags in Scotland to half mast. They all got the shits. I really hope there's not a 30-minute break. I figured on fight nights they just keep rolling it, no? Medical injury equals suffocation by Paul Craig.
Exactly that.
Absolutely. How's your weekend going? What a case. They do it when there's quick finishes. But that's before the main card. That's prelims, right? Because don't they have to hit a main card top of the hour? But then once the main card's on, because they can just do panel work for filler, right? I mean, there is buffer time right now, so you guys aren't wrong. I don't think it's going to be 30 minutes. I think those are just on the prelims because they have to make that main card start time. But I could be wrong. And I think you're right, because now they're showing Ultimate Fighter commercial. Morales with the zesty manicure. Uh-oh. All right, we'll dive into the co-main event here, regardless if there's a little bit of a longer break. Anyways. But you know what I should do first? I should grab a wobbly pop. By the way, the Ultimate Fighter watch parties are back on the City Life Project next week, guys. Every Tuesday, we're going to suffer together. We're going to count the Drunky McDrunks. We're going to count how many times the Tough House is shown. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good. We'll find some more funny things to keep note on as well. I mean, Grasso, what was it? Grasso's feet and Valentina talking about guns were things that we ticked off the board as well. But anyways, cold open for the next two fighters. They'll be making their walkouts here in a moment. That should count as a Paul Craig win lost because of fear. 100%. 100%. I do think the banter we will get out of Chael and DC will be gold. I think so too. I think this is going to be a way better season than we've seen in recent history. However, how much it's the editing, right? Because ESPN edits the show and they don't do a good job of capturing what the Ultimate Fighter is because ESPN is too much of a sissy to show what Spike and Fox were able to. What's up, Lauka? So it's the editing. Like, that's why I say I do think overall the Ultimate Fighter compared to Dana White Contender Series or just signing regionals, the regionals have gotten too good for the Ultimate Fighter to matter anymore, in my opinion. Having said that, if Netflix produced it or anybody but fucking ESPN, they could still make it a little based. But ESPN decides not to, right? I can't take Sodiq Yusuff seriously after losing to Mikhaev. Wish they could get them to live with the teams, but the UFC wouldn't want to pay them that much. True. My weekend is great, man. Hope mine's going well as well. It is going good. It is going good. It's been a good day of fights. Can't complain. God, this year will be hard. I don't know if I can watch it this year with DC and Chael on there. I think they'll at least provide something that man, none of the coaches, Pena and Nunes, what a forgettable season for how much they hated each other, right? Santos looking like Parker Porter at 155. I watched the last four in a row. Yeah, the last four have not been good. Morales' jab is going to be a problem for Burns, to be honest. I have no idea. I agree. Good to see you. 6 finishes out of the 9. Dude, an Octagon too. Had a lot of finishes. All right, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break here. These fighters are making their walkouts. I have Marion Santos, by the way, winning this one, but I bet on Sodiq Yusuff as the underdog. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab a wobbly pop, and then we'll be right back. We're going to sip on a beer for the last 2 fights here now that this is the new co-main event. So don't go anywhere. Quick break back on the other side for more UFC coverage here on the City Life Project YouTube channel.
Let's go. Let's go.
Bro, a crow just flew in to my laundry room window And I think it's croaking outside. Welcome back to the City Light Project YouTube channel. Co-main event, new co-main event here as we've had the Paul Craig fight. I've never been so sad in my life. Get canceled. We got Mairon Santos against Sodiq Yusuff. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighters are being announced right now in the cage. We'll quickly go over them here. Super Sodiq Yusuff, 13-4 as a pro. Pretty well-rounded. And he's 2-3 in his last 5 fights, but he's a really good boxer, and he's a good pressure fighter as well. Has pretty good jiu-jitsu, pretty good wrestling, but like I like his boxing in the pocket. And again, just pressure. Kind of like what Julian Erosa was doing, just a little bit more polished in his striking. He's only really lost to good opponents in the UFC. Diego Lopez, Edson Barbosa he probably should have beat, but Edson Barbosa still has anyways had a little bit of gas left in the tank in 2023. And Arnold Allen, he's beaten everybody else in the UFC. This is a great matchup because Mairon Santos, 15-1 as a pro, 4-1 in his last 5 fights. Lost to Dan Argueta in LFA. I mean, that really hasn't aged that well. Ground and pound. Was able to actually really polish his takedown defense after that, though, and looked a lot more balanced on the feet. Beat Barbosa. Beat Con Ofli, just kind of cruised through the Ultimate Fighter and beat Con Ofli, TKO'd him. Didn't look good against Francis Marshall. That fight really could have gone either way. I watched the fight back, and I do think Santos, yeah, sure he deserved to win. But Santos is a sniper. Santos is a very skilled, polished striker that doesn't throw enough volume to save his own fucking life, ladies and gentlemen. So I think Santos has the ability to knock out Sodiq. I am banking on Santos throwing more volume. I'm picking him to win, but Sodiq could just outstrike him like Francis Marshall essentially did. So I think Santos can't be patient, and he's going to have to start pulling the trigger more in the UFC. This ain't the regionals anymore. 4 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock, round 1. Shane's got Yusuff. No way. Now that's a crazy girlfriend right there, Scott. I got to hear some more stories. I bet you've got some. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Maybe on the next membership stream. Low kick by Santos. He does have nasty low kicks, and he hits really hard. But Yusuff doing a good job here, pressuring him outside that center line. Front kick again by Santos. That means the washer dryer is going to final destination your ass. A crow flew into my window and is dying outside right now. Crow gonna have friends that come over to your crib? That's a bad omen. I know. It was a beautiful black bird. Shout to Fez. He is. And he's had issues making weight before. Oh, right hand by Santos. Look at that counter left. Good job by Sodiq with the high right hand. Sodiq continuing to walk forward. Report him to PETA for animal abuse. Yo, have you guys seen that PETA commercial where they were finger blasting fruit to try to get people to become vegan? That shit was wild. Santos is DC of lightweights. 312. Left jab by Yusuff. No joke. PETA had a commercial where they were just finger blasting fruit. Exotically in the fruit. Not all of it was exotic. They're still fighting. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Not a lot going on right now. Low kick by Santos. The crow was a featherweight. Ooh, there's step back right by Santos. Yusuff hasn't... Oh! Left hand by Santos. Right hook. As soon as Yusuff stopped walking forward and Santos can plant his feet in the center, he's way more dangerous. Two minutes and 19 seconds. Check this out. 212. Oh, left hook. Indeed. Very technical so far. I'll share it in between rounds, but no joke. Now Santos walking forward. Missing each of their left hands. Yeah, 155. Which Sodiq does look like the smaller fighter, but it's not giving him issues right now as he's starting to initiate a clinch. And they separate. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. Low kick by Yusuff. Feint by Yusuff. Yeah, Yusuff needs to keep Santos on the back foot, man. Santos doesn't throw a lot anyways, and if he's not commanding the center of the cage... Santos is looking composed there, as Yusuff did throw some feints, and he didn't really bite on any of them. Santos with a straight left. I like seeing Santos a little bit more light on his feet here. Oh! A nice kick there, and Yusuff trying to take advantage of that. And again, Santos, great takedown defense, wide stance right now. I'm not sure. I think it's fight of the night so far. 32 seconds left. Erosa looked really good in the third round and honestly made it a fucking war between them, which was great. Crazy exchange. 22 seconds. Three fights in 12 weeks is awesome. Got to be active to get known. 10 seconds. Still clinching here. Santos actually doing a decent job in the clinch. Was able to defend the takedown. 4 seconds on the clock. So you can land that last strike. Santos was trying to go for like a flying knee and Yusuff with a low kick. So kind of canceled each other out there. Santos doing the same shit he did against Marshall so far. 1-0 Sodiq. I think he's been a little bit more active. But yes. Still not active enough. Sodiq Yusuff round 1 for me. It's like a little bit more, but still not enough. 1-0 Santos very close. So Santos though very close. So Santos 10-9. See, I got it Sodiq as well. But ever so slightly. I'm not bullish on either of them. I just think neither of them landed anything like super devastating. So I'm just giving it to the guy who landed more. If Santos would have like cracked him a couple times, like sent him back or even dropped him once, then obviously that's a whole other story. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. 10-9 Yusuff, kind of piecing him up. Yusuff wants to get that takedown control, though. By the way, I'll share the PETA commercial after this fight. I don't give a fuck if the decision's rigged. People forget, man, Sodiq Yusuff was a nasty prospect coming up. Well, he's still good. He's only lost to good opponents. Odds have it basically even. Yeah, which is essentially what it is. Round 2. Oh, another low kick. Santos looking for the high kick. Santos walking forward. Yusuff looks like he has a small cut next to his left eye. 435. Santos now taking away the room from Sodiq. And Santos was looking for that flying knee, but out of range. 423. Santos with the feint, but Yusuff didn't bite on it. Neither of these guys are biting on each other's feints. Looking for that overhand with Sodiq. Santos tried to grab the wrist and land a right hand, but couldn't pull Sodiq in. 1 minute has gone by. Yusuff now walking forward again. That's what he's got to keep doing. He's got to keep Santos on the back foot. Santos side to side. Light on his feet here. Trying to get back closer to center. Yusuff loading up that right hand, blocked by Santos, but Santos back almost up against the cage. Low kick by Yusuff. When is he going to shoot? 336. Low kick by Yusuff. Santos was looking for that left hand, but Sodiq Yusuff under it. Santos looking for that counter right elbow. Oh, shit. The high kick landed by Santos, and that's what cut Sodiq. He took it cleanly. God damn. 314. Left jab by Santos. Oh, right hand by Santos. That was nice. So now Santos is starting to just land the strikes because Sodiq hasn't been landing on some of these in this round so far. Good job by Santos. At least getting back into it with the significant strikes and a big low kick by Santos. Yusuff fell to the ground, back up to his feet. Sodiq Yusuff pressuring forward even more now. Realizing that, yeah, this kid's got power. High kick by Sodiq Yusuff as he's looking for the double leg. Nice underhooks by Santos. Knees by Santos. Santos looking like Paulo Costa. He's looking a little bit more doughy, but yes. Bobby, I believe his name is King. King Green. Hood style, motherfucker. 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Izzy's watching for sure. Why would Izzy be watching? Oh, because Nigeria. Santos finding his range now. I was like, does Izzy train with either of these two guys? 2 minutes and 8 seconds. A little shoulder strike action by Santos. Quebec probably would ban that too. 2 minutes. Because now Santos is getting some control time here. He's going to have to do something with it. More than just the goddamn shoulder strikes. Yusuff's face all busted up. Yeah, the nose and he took a head kick to the left side of his dome and that cut him. The fight's still going on. 1 minute and 39 seconds on the clock in round 2. Santos definitely flowing more in the second. Yep. 131. Okay. I didn't know that. That's cool. My mind went to training partners first. 117. Come on, ref. Shoulder strikes ain't going to cut it. I think it was just too early in going for the control. If he would have now initiated that now, then he could just ride out the minute. But anyways, they separate. Front kick by Yusuff. Yusuff's not going to win this fight on the back foot, man. Because he just won't be able to find anything. Even if Santos lands 5 strikes in the round, Yusuff's not going to land anything out of range and not the one moving forward. 35 seconds. And honestly, I think that's what cost him this round. He just didn't pressure enough. Oh, Santos with the counter left. And Santos has had a better round too. His strikes are pretty even this round. Santos down by 3, but has done more damage in his strikes. So 15 seconds left. Barring Yusuff dropping him here in the final 15 seconds. 1-1 going into the third, in my opinion. Maybe Santos up 2-0, given that the first round's kind of a swing. This fight's giving me herpes. Oh, spinning heel kick attempt. And that is it for the second round. Those stats gotta be wrong. Yeah, Yusuff should be up more. All right, end of the second round. I got it 1-1 going into the third. And I think the second round wasn't as close as the first round was. 2-0 Santos, 19-19 for you. All right. Third and final round coming up. Both of them are going to have to be aggressive in this third round because we had the luxury of open scoring with Octagon. We do not have the luxury of open scoring in the UFC. He's going to have to, right, Maddox? And I mean, what has been working for him is when he's been turning up, when he's been the one pushing forward, and he's been the one applying the pressure, right? All right, third and final round, ladies and gentlemen. Again, a better fight for Santos in the UFC. Second round was his best performance in the UFC thus far. Here comes round 3. Both of them got to recognize that this is close and go for it. Left by Santos. They're each standing at center. Low kick by Santos. Yusuff, left jab, swing and a miss. Yusuff missing with the body shot as well. Like I said, if Yusuff isn't the one pressuring forward, he's just been out of range and swinging at air, Ran. Swinging it air. 334. Santos with the left jab. Left jab by Santos. Good job by Santos checking the leg kick. Oh, there's a low kick, though, by Yusuff right after. Right jab by Santos. Dude, Santos has got his range down now and keeping Yusuff on the outside. Yusuff starting to pressure forward a little bit more, but missed with that right hand. But he is... When he's pressured Santos outside the center line in the smaller cage, he's been able to land some good shots. I don't think he's getting the takedown. So he shouldn't try for it right now. He should try to land some big shots. I'm going to be watching Pancrase Blood. 30 fights. Oh, nice right elbow. 30 fights. Low kick. I mean, I think it's a good matchup. Gunnar Nelson doesn't fight much and didn't look that great in his last fight. Neil Magny is like too game for his own good and not the greatest fighter anymore. So I think it's a good matchup. Pancrase's YouTube channel. Good to see you, by the way, D. Yusuff, again, out of range. Santos didn't even move. And it whisked by him. 3 minutes on the clock. Santos walking forward. Front kick by Santos. Santos with the right hand. .254 low kick by Sodiq Yusuff. I think it's membership. I'll double check because the blood cards are... I think it's membership. I think, speaking of, I probably have to re-up my membership now because I think the last one I'd canceled it, but I had like 3 days left and I was like, oh fuck, blood's on, let's go. It's annoying because like you got to buy the Pancrase numbered cards, but the blood cards are on their members. But anyways, it's not as expensive as Black Combat. Black Combat, you're paying a little bit more, but it's worth it. 217, Yusuff again. Honestly, other than the low kicks, has Yusuff landed a single punch this third round? Takedown by Yusuff finally, but Santos scrambling and Santos right back up to his feet. He's just fucking strong, man. Yes, membership, pretty sure. It's on, off the top of my head, I don't remember, D, but it's on my schedule. You can look at the post/community tab and it's there. I think 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. Surprised how easily Santos is dealing with him. Me too. First round, not so much, but second and third, indeed. Fight still going on. 1 minute and 35 seconds on the clock. Yusuff pushing Santos up against the cage. Santos with a couple palm strikes. What the fuck? I clearly felt the tap. Santos doesn't even look like he's sweating. No problem, D. 114. Like those strikes. Was he fucking playing patty cake with his back or something? Give him the old like, you did good, bud. 106. Sodiq Yusuff again. Just trying to get that body lock, man. These strikes to the back are just making me laugh. We call that the tenderizer. Or it's more like I don't got anything to slap here. I ain't Will Smith. 42 seconds on the clock. That slap is fucking... But at least he's like, all right, if this guy's going to hold me in the clinch, I got to hit him. Oh. Step back right by Santos. Finally, they separate from the clinch. 25 seconds left. Sodiq's going to lose this round. 15 seconds. Low kick by Santos. You should have tickled him. What's up, Mr. Grant? High kick attempt by Yusuff. Yeah, dude, Santos was just too much for him. Credit Santos. I want his... Oh, big body kick by Santos. Front kick by Santos. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say this. The first round, Santos looked the same. Too hesitant. Was getting backed up. Was relying on counters. The second and third round, he turned it up, man. And he beat Sodiq plain as day. Second and third round. Santos looked really good. Definitely improved from his last fight. Yep. Which is what we want to see because he's got all the talent in the world. I want to see him succeed. He's a fun prospect. What even happened? I zoned out. 29-28 Santos. Yeah, either Santos won all 3 rounds or the second and third and Yusuff won the first. Fuck off. We're Neil Magny supporters here. Fucking Gary and his shitty allegations. Oh, I love Neil Magny. Not as a fighter, but as an athlete and human. Wasn't he in the military before too? So there you go. Worst fight of the card so far. I mean, probably Pennington and Pinheiro. And then, yeah. We're still waiting the official decision, but like Santos is gonna win. Hey, I like when you and this Grant Gregory got on a stream together. You mesh well, and it's really entertaining. Well, we got to do some more content together. I mean, we always talk about doing content together, and we have every intention to. We're just so busy. And like worlds apart. He's living in the future right now. He's living in Sunday. I'm still in Saturday. But no, Mr. Grant's a fucking beauty. Go check out his channel too, guys. Mairon Silva Santos. Jesus. The default Brazilian name came out. He was in the military for over 10 years. So yeah, dude, I fucking love Magny. Santos wins. Nah, I thought the Tish fight was only slightly better, but it's close. What a good fight. What a good fight card then. Santos saying, I'm so happy. Hey, yeah, he did have a good performance. Yep, Santos won. Unanimous decision. I think he should stay at lightweight. He looked very good, yeah. And I mean, he looks big at lightweight too. Maybe like just put on a little bit more muscle. Bellato cares about our dinner and bedtime. What a guy. What a guy. Bellato is eating too much gelato and he had a tummy ache. I think Ian Gary shouldn't talk about his kids considering this one isn't even his. I know usually on Saturdays I eat dinner at like midnight or 1 a.m. Oh yeah, Santos training at Extreme Couture as well. Santos the corn dog. You know what though? Santos has looked really good on the corn dog diet. USA, USA, smash burgers and corn dogs, baby. I had my first smash burger 2 weeks ago, by the way, guys. It was great. Don't know if it lived up to the hype, but like it's a burger, so like it wasn't bad. It was great. I don't know about you all, but any pot I get named gelato in it, it's really good. That is a cheat code for when you're buying cannabis. I don't know who that is. Oh, there's Patchy Mix, baby. Let's go. I'm so stoked for him to be in the UFC. 145 is a new contender. That was at lightweight though, Mystic. Does he keep the tater tots in his cargo pants too? Yo, Napoleon, give me some of your tots. I don't know what they do next for him. He just beat a guy right outside of the rankings. High-hearted thin meat. Patchy! He's on 316. Oh, he's on UFC 316. Okay. Oh, dude. Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. Do it for Aldo! Ooh, blues. Blues, rock, 90s, and like early 2000s, West Coast style hip hop. Although I do like, you know, the early 80s and late 90s boom in you know, New York as well. Look at that fat fuck, bro. Oh my God. He literally drank a whole warehouse of Happy Dad. Is he in his fucking... Ew. You see that shit, guys? In his fucking tighty whitey sitting in his fucking fat fuck wheelchair? Gross. Kevin Hall on another pay-per-view. He's popular. Do you see that? My eyes are burnt, dude. I feel more violated. I feel more violated with what I just saw than that fighter in Ryzen who the doctor straight up grabbed his junk after he got kicked in the balls. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I want to puke. Every second or third pay-per-view, he's on it. Great taste. I've been listening to a lot of Sleep Token, Sugar Spine, and our Chronicle lately. So lately, I've been listening to Pup. It's a really good punk band out of Toronto. I've been listening to a lot of Dillinger 4. I've been listening to a lot of Megadeth, or Marty Friedman albums, of course. I've been listening to a lot of Howlin' Wolf and Little Walter. And what else have I been listening to lately? Oh, and Isaiah Rashad. I've been listening to a lot of Isaiah Rashad lately as well. Teletubby at the Apex. Dude, sitting front row watching fights in underwear. That's a dream if you ask me. Not if the camera pans up. Sure, for him, fine, right? I mean, I'll drop chow right now. I'm basically him. But you know what's the difference? You guys can't fucking see it. Santos. Does Jocelyn fight here? Jocelyn who? Blues Traveler. Oh, by the way, Peach Boy could get away with wearing that at a fight. Peach Boy can get away with anything because he's the greatest heavyweight on the planet. Rebus for Tabitha Ricci official for BMF card. Battle of the Fine Ladies. Who you got? Tabitha Ricci. Do you know what a 4570 is? Announcing Patrick McSonny with the UFC at the Apex. Yeah, I know. Oh, by the way, okay. Remember when I was talking about that PETA commercial where they wanted to facilitate us eating more fruit and less meat? They straight up finger blasted. Speaking of violation, they straight up finger blasted fruit. This is going to get me demonetized, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? But I'm going to show you guys anyways. Shout out to PETA. This isn't. When I was working in radio, I did a whole segment on this because I didn't think it was real, but it was real. This was their whole campaign. You could learn a thing or two watching this, to be honest. Oh, I'm hungry now, folks. I need to get myself a kiwi. God damn, dude. God damn. I don't know if touching pussy's sus. Personally. Now, if they were deep throwing bananas, that's another story. It was canceled. Oh, yeah. Ayo. I love eating fruit. Finger fucking fruit. Not sure if I'm hungry or horny at the moment. That was just foreplay. Peach Boy could fight naked like a Roman boxer and it'd be okay. 100%. He could fight in that fucking purple Speedo that one dude fought him when he lost a bet and he'd still be okay. As the lawyer for that fruit, my client did not, especially the orange, bro. All right, one sec. Oh, I forgot about that. Good times, good times. I'm just gonna just casually share it on Twitter again and see if anybody notices. UFC's finally getting Bellator fighters in their prime in Pico and Mix, 100%. What the fuck, Mr. Grant? That's crazy. So Persian fucking dudes are hipsters now? That's so glasses and all. Bro's better looking than me and has a better hairline though, so I'm starting to think that it's the white side of my family that's fucking with my hair. That's crazy, man. So Mr. Grant Gregory basically made asked ChatGPT to make him a portrait of a typical Persian man, and literally dude in a gray hoodie, black toque, and glasses showed up. Yeah, well, I'm half white, so I got my mother's pigments. You hear that, Chris Gray? Chris Gray was upset that I wasn't white. I did that yesterday. Damn. That's insane. You know what, though? I have to send you a picture, or I gotta send you a picture of my cousin, Keon. Spitting image, dude. Spitting image. That's crazy. Yeah, but he looks exactly like my cousin. Says every Persian guy to every other Persian person out there. I could say the same thing about Base Goddess. Oh yeah, she looks like my cousin because Persian. That is fucking crazy though. I gotta send that to like my sister. She'll love that. All right, main event, ladies and gentlemen. Main event next. 5 rounds if needed in this one. Bro, we're all going to be eating dinner before 10 p.m. Eastern on a Saturday. Let's fucking go. All right. Let's get to it, guys. Cold open for the main events going on right now. Gilbert Burns against Michael Morales. I'll bring this one on screen. Dorino Burns is 38 years of age now, guys. Crazy. I'm going for Black Spider-Man's brother. Michael Morales, 17-0. Been out winning money. Let's go, Degenerate Dane. How's your evening going, sir? I mean, it's going great if you're winning money. Michael Morales, undefeated. I don't like the odds on this one, so obviously I dropped a little bit of money on Gilbert Burns, but like, I'm picking Morales to win. 17-0 as a pro, 25 years of age. And has he fought the same guys as Gilbert Burns throughout his career? No. Gilbert Burns has fought the best of the best. He fought for a title. He had an absolute war against Chimaev, the only one who's able to pretty much have a fight like that and drag Chimaev into deep waters. But even though his last 3 guys that he lost to were really good opponents, Burns just has not looked the same, man. He just hasn't looked the same. He looks a little bit slower. He looks a little bit more doughy. His jiu-jitsu's still unreal, but like Father Time is undefeated and he's taking a lot of damage and been in a lot of crazy fights. 12 KO TKOs, 1 submission, 4 decisions for Morales, 5-0 in the UFC 1-0 Contender Series. Beat Neil Magny in his last fight. Beat him pretty early. Good win against Jake Matheus. I feel like this is like one of the better performances that we've seen from Jake Matheus. A lot of people are like, oh, Morales fraud check. It's like, Jake Matheus is a pretty good fighter. I thought that Morales actually brought the best out of Jake Matheus in that one. That one was a lot of fun. Max Griffin. Again, Max Griffin, he probably should have beaten him a little bit more dominantly, but whatever. Fugit absolutely outclassed him on the feet, and Fugit was a former kickboxer. Trevin Giles made it look easy in his first fight in the UFC. So this is a huge step up in competition, right? Like, took on some of the younger, but just like roster fighters. Took on Neil Magny, who's always, kind of hanging outside the rankings. And then, and now Gilbert Burns, mind you, an older Gilbert Burns. So again, 22-8 as a pro. These odds are, I don't care if he gets knocked out with the first punch that Morales throws. This is insane, bro. Absolutely insane. Like, I get it. 3 losses in a row. I get it. For all the things I just said, he's looking a little bit slower. He's on the same Gilbert Burns, but still, that's fucking crazy for a guy who's proven against Magny in the UFC. And again, no disrespect to Magny, but yeah. 22-8. 6 KO TKOs, 9 submissions, 7 decisions, 15-8 in the UFC. Fuck, he's been in the UFC for over 10 years now. It's so crazy, man. Lost to Sean Brady, got murked. Looked okay in the first half of the fight against Jack Della, but yeah, kind of fell off towards the end of the second and third, and obviously got finished in the third. Bilal Muhammad, sure, there's kind of an asterisk there because his arm was fucked or his shoulder was fucked in the first round, but like, it's a fight. I'm not going to use that as an excuse. He also lost to Bilal Muhammad. Beat a washed Jorge. He doesn't have a ground game. And beat Neil Magny. I will say, man, that Chimaev fight, this might have been peak Burns, right? This era, right? This was peak Burns, and it's kind of been a little bit downhill. You just kind of have to, I don't want to say like push these fights aside, but these ones I think delayed what was evident in these 3, right? If this goes the distance, I think Morales does more damage. On the ground, I think Morales will be able to get back up to his feet unless he gets pinned into side control. He's tall, he's lanky, but for some reason in side control, he kind of just is a fish out of water, lays there, flops a bit, but doesn't really do much. Burns could definitely find the arm triangle choke. Burns could definitely get the back. I think Dorino's going to have to heavily lean on his jiu-jitsu to win this one. No more overhand rights. You're going to get outstruck against this guy. He's faster. He's longer. He's got power as well. Striking is his bread and butter. His leg kicks are pretty nasty as well. Burns, I think, is going to have to try to catch one of those leg kicks, pull him in, get the body lock trip, go for the takedown, and just honestly turn back the clocks to when Burns entered the UFC and really heavily relied on his jiu-jitsu in this one. Because if he tries to stand and bang against young Morales, I do think Morales is going to catch him. How crazy would it be, though, if Burns knocks him out in the first round? There's always the one fighter that the young undefeated guys, there's always an unk, okay? It doesn't matter if it's Ryzen, it doesn't matter if it's Deep, it doesn't matter if it's PFL, Octagon, KSW, UFC. There's always a young prospect who's undefeated on the come up, who goes up against an unk, who just finds a little bit of wind and ends up being, the upset, right? I'm not banking on it in this one, but it could happen. Burns, win me some money, baby, but I'm picking Morales to win. Win-win here for me. Bet on the underdog. Pick who I think's actually going to win the fight. Bet on the underdog who can win the fight. That Chimaev fight is an instant classic. Yep. Something about Morales says that he is easily smudgeable and will fold under pressure. Again, he looks okay on the ground up until side control. I got the Black Spider-Man. Logic song. Did he walk out to that? Burns camp for Chimaev was insane. God, I hope so. I don't think they can. I don't think they can. I hope so, though. 2 a.m. in the UK, Gary. When you wake up, we'll still be streaming. If you can come back after that JDM knee, I'll be impressed. I got Burns, Dorino. I got Burns on picks, but have Morales. 135 desperately needed patchy mix. Morales has literally beaten every top contender. And shout out to him for doing so. Except for one, K1. I am sick to my fucking core that O'Malley gets the rematch when Corey Sandhagen is still making it look easy. It makes me fucking sick, bro. Dude, let's go. I'm down with one fight left, so I have to go head-to-head. Uncle Gilbert walking out. Love the Brazilian bandana. Hopefully we get the best Burns. Dude, I had Craig as well. Got some action on Burns. Most takedowns, minus 110. And Morales KO TKO third, plus 700. Or fourth. Ford. Plus 1,000. Or... How do I even say that? Third? And fifth round, plus 1,600. Yeah, they shafted Sandman for sure. That broke my brain. Oh, Burns actually looks like he's in fucking good shape for this one. He looked a little doughy in his last fight. No, I know. Oh, round. Got you. Okay, that makes more sense. I read it as in second, third. Yeah, that's funny. God bless everyone here. Yo, what's up, Officer Juice? That's funny. Again, I'm not even stoned. And that's funny. I wish we got Ilya versus Gaethje and Patty versus Charles. I think Ilya versus Gaethje would be a good fight. I like Ilya versus Charles. Yeah, but I don't hate those matchups. Henry Hoof. It's weird seeing Henry without the fucking without the braids, bro. Oh, and here's Cutman. Tate. Of course he's going to be Burns' Cutman here. Those guys are homies. I think Ilya would KO Justin. 155, man. It's different. Ilya's not a big 145er. He got knocked down by Jai Herbert. Not to say that Jai Herbert isn't good. I'm just saying he's not invincible at 155. And I don't think Justin's chin is gone. I mean, maybe after his last fight, but I don't think it is just yet. It's crazy that it isn't. Justin is set up for one last shot, I think, off the winner of Charles and Ilya. Okay. I think Charles is still a harder fight for Justin than Ilya. Because I think Justin would be able to scramble out of Ilya's grappling, and I think he'd be game to fight him on the feet. But having said that, Max Holloway went up to 155, and look what he did to Gaethje. So what the fuck do I know, right? What the fuck do I know? All right. Fighters are in the cage, unless Armin finally gets his shit together. Morales has a titanium chin. Jake Matheus, a fight he got cracked back multiple times and kept moving forward. But does Jake Matheus hit as hard as Gilbert Burns used to fight at 155? The odds narrowed. Everyone saw, oh shit, Gilbert Burns is in shape. Long ass reach. Yeah, 79 inches. 8 inches of reach on Dorino Burns. Let's go. Kayla Harrison and Patchy Mix on the same UFC card just kind of proves how hard the PFL fumbled talent. 100%. And they fumbled so much talent that came in from Bellator. 13-year age difference. Dear Christ. Dude, when did Gilbert Burns become Uncle Burns, man? God. I hope so, eh? I hope so. How many Burns to grapple? Hamza was only hit twice in the first 4 fights, but got hit 141 times in this fight with Burns. Yep. Again, that I think was Burns, one of his best fights in the UFC. Oh my God. Please. Superior rule set. I'm jonesing for some superior rule set. Sal D'Amato. Odin helped him. She will soon. She will soon. I give it 1 more year in the PFL. Burns gonna win this fight by the unstoppable single leg takedowns. Birds coming in as an unk tat. Or coming in as an unk at 33. Hope he dude, Burns is 38. Hope he treats this like how Burns treated Magny. That was a calculated game plan. The odds there from -800 to -520. Okay, that's better at least. By the way, shout out to everyone joining us live. Appreciate you guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. There's 70 people watching. Let's try to get to 50 likes on the video. All right, Herb Dean's reffing this one, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but he came in at 33. Dude was busy doing BJJ. True. He did come in late because he was dominating BJJ. Again, how crazy is it that Mikey Musumeci got his black belt from Burns? And he's that good. He's like -400 now in my books. Morales definitely narrowed down. Okay, well, that's good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, final fight on the card. Burns, Morales, round 1. But not the final stream today. We have more Pancreas Blood later tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go over that in a little bit here.
Let's get it on.
4 minutes and 54 seconds. Oh, man. Morales looks like he should belong in a completely different weight class. Burns looks like 155 Burns right now. Lean and mean. 440. Burns with a couple feints. 427. Low kick by Burns. Wide stance by Burns. Oblique kick by Morales. I mean, Morales might have to lean heavily on the leg kicks, try to take away There it is again. There's that low kick by Morales. The takedown threat by Burns. Burns with overhand right. Burns with another right. Oh, right hook by Morales. And Morales is going taunting a little bit here with that right hand. 354. Left hook swinging and miss by Burns. What a fun fight night this turned out to be, guys. 343. If Morales wins, I'd love him. Vershavkat for the record plus would be nuts. Someone's always got to go. Fuck, that would be sick. Come on, Dorino. Burns looking for that right hand. Swing and a miss. Burns with setback left. Oh, Morales with the right hand. Burns didn't like that. Burns with the counter right. 313. Hey, what's the crack, bud? What's up, John? Hope all is good with you. Hopefully Burns picks up the win here. Shout out to John O'Sullivan. Missed you, buddy. Hope all is well. Overhand right by Burns. Just ducked under it, did Morales. Low kick by Burns. See, this is the fight I don't want Burns to fight here. I want him to employ that jiu-jitsu. Straight left by Morales. Burns with a little bit of a fro, though, is a mythical creature. He's got a little bit of a salad. Looks like a lightweight versus a middleweight. Andrew, the fight's been amazing. Jiu-jitsu. Oh, nice right uppercut. Oh, Morales tag Burns. Right hand by Morales. Another right by Morales. Burns looking for the takedown now. Single leg by Burns. Morales gets taken down. Burns looking for his back. Morales back up to his feet. Burns with the body lock. Yeah, Burns got tagged, and then he goes for the takedown now. I do want Burns, but I don't know. We don't talk about him. Former one championship legend. 155. Back up to his feet, though. And Morales doing a good job fighting the hands. Yeah, Gilbert got rocked there. Those hooks are so nasty, man. Oh, left elbow. Right hook by Morales, and they separate. Burns with the right hand. He got hurt again. Morales with the left. Morales with the right. Drop Burns. Morales. Hammer fist. Burns looking for the single leg. Burns back up to his feet. Morales with the left. Burns is covering up. Burns falls to the ground again. It is all over. Morales murks Gilbert Burns. Absolutely murks him.
It's her default.
He made it look easy. He made it look easy. Michael Morales just beat his ass. He must have been training with his brother, turtling like that. Oh my God. Give Morales someone his own age now, eh? Oh man, Tate looking after Burns. A good display of respect between these guys. Oh man. It sucks seeing Uncle Burns go down like this. But I fucking crushed my predictions today, boys. Oh man. And Herb's Dean's fault. Holy shit. Easy. Gilbert will retire. I don't know what's left. He doesn't look the same. Either that or he takes someone on his own age. But like, who is that, right? Who is that? Yeah, man. Father Time is undefeated. And Morales is just that good. Let's be honest. Minus 118, 111 for you now. Let's go. Cash my most takedowns on Burns. Minus 110. Right hook perfectly behind the guard. Who listened to made some money? How did you make any money off of the... How did you make money off of the favorite? Send him back to the Simpsons. Gilbert just looks slow and his chin is gone. Yep. That's what I was saying in the breakdown. It's just the speed wasn't there. JDM definitely took that last part of his soul with that knee. Well, and let's be honest, Sean Brady absolutely dominated him as well. Morales is huge for welterweight too. Since GFL already folded, do Gilbert versus Tony. Honestly, at this point, fuck, Burns retirement incoming. Comma in between that. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Pause. Burns retirement incoming. Brady versus JDM opinion? I think JDM defends the takedowns and actually fucking throws some uppercuts unlike Leon Edwards did. Back-to-back wins for Mike. Hope this fucking guy stays active for God's sakes. Yes, sir, you got it. Burns just got to go back to lightweight. That one's tough, man. And you can see Gilbert, he's pretty emotional right now, too. End of the career for the Brazilian guy. What's up, Ayub? Good win by Morales, man. He looked damn good. All right, so the safe parlay hit. The D-Gen parlay did not. But the safe parlay hit. I went... How many did I get wrong? I got 2 wrong. I got Thiago, Moisés, and Camilo wrong. Damn, dude. All right, I'm going to double check what time Pancrase starts, guys. It's dinner time now. I can't believe a UFC fight card is ending at 8:15 my time. All right. 1 a.m. Eastern. Okay, we got some time. Shit, man, we could maybe even take a nap. We might be able to even take a nap. He vacated, though, right? I'm glad he vacated at least. Give Gilbert, Nico Price, Alex Morono, Nicholas Dalby if he doesn't retire. Give him Morono. Don't give him Nico. Actually, is Nico Price still fighting? You know what, though? Yeah, Nico Price, Morono, Nicholas. Actually, don't give him Dalby. Dalby's too good. Don't give him Dalby. Dalby might fucking knock out Gilbert Burns. Give him Price or Morono, yes. Prolkeg won by default. Yes, he did. Pretty annoyed that Islam ran away from lightweight. I had a lot of respect for him, but that's some bullshit. If he vacated, I have no issue with it. If he's holding on to the lightweight belt, then yeah, fuck off. Oh, we didn't get to do this. I'm so sad. Here we go. This is what's next, guys. This is what's next. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything on Sunday. I'm interviewing the lightweight LFA champion on Sunday. What do we got on Sunday? We got some kickboxing. We got Thai Fight League. Oh, man. There's so much fucking shit this morning. Pancrase Blood. Shuto. Fuck, I might try to do Shuto instead, actually. It's on a Bima, but if you have a VPN, it might work. Crush. God. Okay, I actually don't know. We're going to do some Japanese combat sports tonight. It's either going to be Shuto Japan, Crush, KOK, or Pancrase. One of the 3. Did he vacate or get stripped, though? Nico Price, because we know he will take a dive for good retirement. I don't think he took a dive. But I get what you're saying. Okay, well, at least he did that then. Pancrase or Shuto's my choice. If I can, Shuto will be a little bit more high level. So if I can fire up Shuto with my VPN, I think we'll do that. If not, Pancrase will be like the safety net. Because Pancrase Blood is always a good show. Nah, Robbie's just built different. Dude, Robbie Lawler's a fucking G who would never put on a gi. I saw the fight start on UFC Instagram Live, but the fight ended for some reason. Probably because they don't want to show it on anything other than ESPN. Again, I don't know what region you're in, though, so I'm not sure if they show stuff on Instagram in your region. But anyways, guys, join us for some Japanese combat sport, whether it's kickboxing or MMA later. If anything, the party won't start until like midnight anyways. Because what do we got here? Okay, so Knockout starts at 5 a.m. Crush starts at 4:30 a.m. Shuto starts at 4:30 a.m. Eastern. Pancrase starts at 1 a.m. Eastern. Lawler laid down the law. See you around, Isha. Have a good one. Hopefully not too late into the night. Yeah, again, Pancrase will be the earlier one, so that will be, I think, the default. But we'll see. You guys are all amazing. I appreciate you all. Seriously, shout out to everyone who donated today. Shout out to everyone who stuck around throughout the entire stream. Justin with the $2. Appreciate you. Skatesman for the 10-month membership. Raphael with the 10 pen. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hope you hit big on your next bets, whether it's on any Japanese MMA or stuff next week. Time to take a break. Dinner time, nap time, then back all night, baby. All fucking night. Japanese combat sports, Pancrase, and maybe even Crush after that. Because you guys know that we do not give a fuck if the decision is rigged. We don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck if the decision's rigged.
Not a single fuck. Sign the contract, Hank. Sign the contract. Morales is big and strong. Good all around. He's gonna be a problem. He held in those tears. He was like, this isn't Japan. This isn't Japan. Back for some Japanese MMA in a couple hours. Smash that like button and subscribe. Guys, check out some of the other stuff that we have posted on YouTube in the meantime. That is right. Check out the new highlight package. Check out the interview we had with Ryan Cafaro. Here, I'll make it easy for you. Boom. Interview in the chat. Boom. MMA and Muay Thai knockouts, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out. And I will check back on you guys in a few hours for some Pancrase and some more Japanese combat sports later. Smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.